Hello and welcome to the MachiaVillain stream with me, this big blue blob thing. Yeah, piss off, you big blue blob thing. Right, hello, this is Jeremy from Randomise User. This is the Sunday night stream. And we're playing MachiaVillain, a game that's been quite surprisingly popular on the channel over the last week or so. So I thought, well, for once, now we're actually quite a few episodes into the Let's Play, let's actually do a stream of it. Just so the stream doesn't actually end up getting ahead of the Let's Play. So we've got 2 hours in which we're going to, instead of just starting a random new game, we are going to start a new game, but I'm going to try and use it as an experiment to try and create a mansion that's a bit more geared towards separating victims out and killing them separately. And because in the Let's Play series, we've had the problem that they all just bunch together and just stay there. So I'm thinking maybe try to design it from first principles, so that they to encourage exploration, them splitting up, and all sorts of things. Anyway, so let's... Oh my god, lots of people have just turned up in chat. Hello, lads. Right, okay, so let's actually get on with this. Loading screen! Don't get this on the Let's Play. Hello to Evil Black Cat, who wants this game so bad. They do a kind of key giveaways quite a lot from time to time, like in big batches. So there is that. So you do look out for those, like in magazines and things like that. Hang on. Let's call ourselves Rialto the Marvellous. Dearest Rialto, your petition for an evil domain has been approved. You will be given 3 minions to start your domain. Don't lose them. Fair warning, the above-mentioned minions are brain-dead. They will not do anything unless ordered to. You will soon receive another letter with our code of dishonour, if you've managed to survive until then. I guess. And murderously yours, the MachiaVillian League of Victims. Ooh. Right, so yeah, we didn't actually see this in the Let's Play because I just jumped straight in. But we will need to hire 3 people from this motley crew, including 2 skeletons, one with worms coming out of their eyes, Jacqueline, hello Jackie, and also Honey Weems. So we've got 2 zombies, 2 skellies, and Jacqueline, who's another zombie. And we will need names, I'm afraid, chat. So you will actually have to shout out anyone who wants a zombie named after you. And because why the hell not? In the meantime, I'm just actually going to have a look at the stats of these guys to see what I kind of want. I don't really necessarily want skeletons straight off because then you have to have bones. I might actually go for the 3 zombies. Apparently they do get a bonus from all being on the same team. So if you get 3 zombies, they're happier than if you get like 1 of each, apparently. So I'll just have a quick look. I think they're going to be they're really reasonably fast. And just clicking around on these job stats thing, we do seem to get quite a good range just by choosing these things. The only trouble is their life-ometer isn't very high. But so I'm going to hire you, you, and you. Warzone Warriors, Deja, name it like me. I'm going to call it. I know what I'll call you. Hang on. Honey, you can be now called Warzone. Don't know what the length of this is. Kelly Savoy is now going to be Chef Aven. I'm having to work my way around the microphone, so hence why my tapping is a little bit curious. And oh, hang on, Warzone Warriors wants. Hang on, let's just change that to exactly what he actually wanted. Who have I missed? Brinlex Brine. I think you shouted first. You can be Jacqueline. EBC. Oh no, hang on, that's you, Evil Black Cat. Sorry, I think I will. Evil Black Cat will give you the 4th lad. In the meantime, Brinlex Brine's incredibly inventive Jim, I'm afraid, gets the thing. Anyway, right. So we've got cash, we've got brains, and we've got zombies. All look like they need a piss. Well, hopefully they won't piss all over the place. So Dejan, you're going to go exploring that direction. And Jim, you're going to go exploring in that direction. And Chef Aventor, presumably Aventor, you just have a bit of a look-see up there. So we're currently just wandering around the road. I just want to get like a feel for the place. Looks like we've got lots of evil wood here, which we can chop down for evil wood. Makes sense. So you can come back. It looks like we've got normal trees over here. So nice non-evil trees. That'll be our supply of wood to start with. And we've got lots of stone up there as well. Up here just seems to be like empty desert, which is perfect, of course, for building. Just have a bit of a look around. Oh yeah, this is very nice. We won't have to do any clearing at all. Right. So I'm just going to do a little pause, and I will check the job screen because we do need to actually tell them what to do. Unlike in RimWorld, you actually really have to tell them what to do, otherwise they'll do literally nothing. Oh, Aventhor. It is actually Aventhor. Right, actually, I'll try to remember that. Warzone Warriors. Dude, nobody can pronounce my name. I'm going to say Dejan, unless you really get pissy. In which case, I'll not. Dejan? Like the mustard. I'm on the wine this week. Delicious warm weather wine. It is the first warm weekend here in London, well, since last year. We've got up to temperatures of 1,000,000 degrees, give or take. Right, so Jim, you're going to get on with the chopping wood because you've got a 2-star rating for that. In fact, everyone, right now, everyone's going to do all the basics. Makes sense. I can only give them 3 jobs. Later on, of course, I'll change those. I will, first and foremost, start chopping some wood. So, literally all that wood is going to get chopped. So get to it, minions, you little turds. Hello to Mergin Plays. Hello. Oh, there's actually quite a few people I haven't actually said hello to because everyone just turned up at once. 46? That's unusual. Normally in the stream, you usually get about 20 at the start. Now, I think this game has taken me by surprise how popular it has actually been on the channel. Because I'd put one video out thinking it'll do alright. I was going to put out videos like once every 5 or 6 days or whatever. And then suddenly I realised it was actually getting quite popular and I needed to actually do more. Which is good because I actually do want to give it a thorough test. I'm just a bit nervous that it's still in Alpha 7 and I don't know how far it'll stretch before I come crunching up against a stop on it. It's been in Alpha 7 for quite a while. I don't know when the next update's going to go on. But the whole point is that they released a lot of keys into the wild via giveaways to get feedback. So it should be interesting to see how that feeds into Alpha 8. Anyway, what the hell are we doing? We actually do need to actually build a mansion. That's the whole bloody point. Now I was thinking, what I want to do is make sure that I'm going to pause it just for a second so I can explain myself. I want to make it so that the guys, the victims that we eventually lure to the mansion, will come in via front door, really on the road, and then go in this way. But there's no necessary reason why my bedrooms, whatever, can't be separate completely out to the actual main mansion. It's a bit of a strange idea, but I may give that a go because I'm interested to see if that actually works. Oh, hang on. Brinalex is asking, did I get Twitch working? I simply haven't had time to check. It's been incredibly busy in my life and also on the channel the last couple of weeks. So I just haven't had time. Next week, the entire week I'm going to be spending covering Ludum Dare games. So next week's going to be busy as well. Realistically, I'm not going to be able to experiment with Twitch until May, which is coming up very soon. But yeah, I keep on having to put that off. Kiwi asks, are you going to get the zombies to infect the victims? Yes, I can't remember if that's actually something that you have to, a skill that you have to upgrade them to. I haven't bothered in the main series yet because the zombies I don't think really have the infected versions I believe don't really have a very long life. Oh god, hang on. Oh good lord, hang on this. Kiwi also asks him how long is this stream going to go on. Usually a couple of hours. Right, anyway, let's actually get on with this. So, walls. I'm going to build a little sort of, what I'm going to do, this is going to be the experiment, or experiment number 1. I'm going to build the bedroom kind of here-ish. I'm just going to go straight on. This time, I'm going to go straight on with giving them separate rooms, just so we're not titting about the place. This is where he gets all the RimWorld feels, of course. Doors. I remember in last week's chat, I was playing RimWorld, and someone accused RimWorld of copying MachiaVillain, and I had to put them right. RimWorld's now 5 years old. It hasn't been on Steam that long. Previously it was available separately from Steam, and then I think it was maybe Alpha 14 or 15 where it came onto Steam, and that's where I jumped on board. So off they go. I'm leaving it on slow speed to start with, just because otherwise I won't be able to keep them with chat. So the main mansion is going to be kind of more over here-ish. That's where the front door is going to be when we eventually can make it. We will actually have to make a lot of other bedroomy type things or whatever. Home office is the one thing we do. I'm not going to bother with the home office just yet because we've got loads of food. I think previously home office was the first thing I built, but not this time. Warzone Warriors asks how... I forgot what you said now. Warriors, how much is the game? I'm not 100% sure it's actually on sale. I think at the moment it's just kind of like via giveaways and stuff like that. At the moment you can't buy it on Steam, and there's no actual sort of like announced release date on that respect. So no, right, frankly. Actually, before I get completely carried away, I'm going to bung in some beds. Look a bit closer so we can actually see what I'm doing. Beds, beds, beds. For the lads. So yeah, this is going to be the generic way in for the actual mansion itself. Really, the whole point of this game is to separate out the mansion into your kind of like behind the scenes production areas where your minions do their business and live, and the nice, pretty bit where you're supposed to lure victims in and then kill them. So you've got to present yourself nicely. It's like Dracula inviting people to his castle for a fine dining thing. The villagers not realising they're the fine dining. Actually, they're probably a bit gristly. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Just a little bit. They are very industrious, aren't they? Right, let's actually get some other rooms on the go. Oh, they're all doing some building. I'll probably separate things out here. So we'll do a kind of thing here. I'll make a home office. Fairly large home office there. And that's going to be another room as well. I'm not quite sure what yet. Give it some doors. Probably going to be a kitchen here. Oh, go on. Hang on. Completely scroll back on chat. Hang on. Evil Black Cat was complaining about YouTube. Not surprising. YouTube streams only say the last 2 hours of it. How peculiar. I believe YouTube streams can technically go on for like more than 10 hours. I can't remember the exact number, but there's a sort of like a top limit, but it's quite generous. I've never streamed for more than about 3 hours myself. My throat goes because I'm old. Right, so they're busy doing that. This is probably going to be, as I say, I don't know. I don't. Hang on, where's the mailbox? Because the mailbox is where they take their letters, but I think the mailbox may be well over to the right. Or left, sorry. Unless it's over to the right. Okay, hang on. Mate. Come on, Jim. I'm going to take you on a little mission. A post-box mission. I think it's usually over to the left. But we need to find out. Oh, it's over to the right. There it is. Right, I'll let you go. Piss off. There you go. So the mailbox is over there, which is okay because... Well, I could put the home office here. That might be a nice idea. Although... Right there. We'll make it small to start with, actually, just so we're not wasting all our wood. That is one thing about this game, is that you do get through the wood very quickly. And the map isn't huge. You can see by the slight awkwardness of the edge of the map here. And then it'll go up here. This is actually very slow. Up, to here. So the game map, at least in Alpha 7, is not huge. But that's kind of for the best, really, because you're supposed to concentrate on round here and expand upwards, whatever. You don't need a huge map. It's not that sort of game. It's not RimWorld, where it's supposed to be like, do whatever the hell you want. Ventho says, I haven't heard about a few games you play. Was doing a search for Starbound and Oxygen Not Included. Ah, yes. Two very big games for my channel. Found your channel. Have since got an AdventureCraft. RimWorld will be my next game. I really hope AdventureCraft hasn't completely stalled in development. That's apparently, I think I actually read quite recently that the devs, like literally the last few days, have been active on Steam just saying, yeah, this update, there's only a couple of us making the game, and the upcoming update is so large and so game-changing that it's just taking months, and it may not even be like for another couple of months until it's out, which is a shame really, because I was really going all guns blazing on that series. So I'm not quite sure what will happen in the next update. I think I'll probably start afresh. Because if you did actually see the end of my AdventureCraft series, we kind of left our intrepid heroes in the ocean, just drowning away. And I think that might actually be a decent place to stop. And we'll start afresh maybe with a new season when we can. They didn't build their beds quickly enough, and now they're asleep on the floor, which is a shame. So this is going to be the home office here. So let's put a little Dory Poos there. Let's put in the floor. it's not ideal. So the game's not as smart as RimWorld yet in certain respects. Like it can be a bit whatever. Especially with the resource gathering, sometimes it'll go to the far side of the map to get a resource, even though there's one closer by, which is a bit of a pain in the dick. Floor. Evil Black Cat is eating Skittles sweet and sour mix. Oh, that's a new flavour on me. I'm buying another regular ones. Nya Mon, possibly, says, at least it, presumably AdventureCraft, isn't going to be another Towns. Oh yeah, Towns burnt everyone, didn't it? I almost bought that and played on the channel, but something about it seemed a bit, and then, yeah, everyone just like said, oh dear, it's all gone to fuck. So, kind of glad I skated around that one. There's only a couple of games that are really annoyed with themselves for missing this year. Celeste is one of them, and Where the Water Tastes Like Wine is another one. Like a weird sort of like American folklore adventure game, which looks absolutely fantastic, and it apparently didn't sell very well at all, even though it had like a brilliant cast. It even had Sting in the cast, amazingly. For you young people, Sting is a person who was in the film Dune with David Bowie. Actually, David Bowie wasn't in that. Or was he? No, that was Dean Stockwell. Anyway, never mind. Shout out to the teenagers here. Right, so they're all busy doing that. Speed it up a little bit. Unfortunately, this is the state where it just takes forever. It really takes a long time to get started, this game. And because this bit is just slow and like you have to chop down a lot of wood, and to get anywhere... What are they doing? Oh, they're actually building the beds. Oh, that's fair play to you, lads. Fair play. Nyonya says I convinced him to buy, or her, to buy AdventureCraft. Good. I feel like AdventureCraft should be a game that people buy. It's the sort of thing, I played the alpha of that like a couple of years ago, and it was like I fell in love with it, and then it went quiet again. But then it turned up in Steam, and it was like, yes. I mean, it just seems to be that perfect sort of blend of it's like the 2D sort of survival, but cheerful and interesting and fun. Even though it looks kind of like derivative as fuck, it's actually quite entertaining and feels different and quite creative. Let's just not talk about the UI, because that's not ideal. Oh, here we go, this is a bit more like it. So we've still got 8 days of food, so we will have to start thinking about stuff at some point in terms of getting food. But really, you don't have to lure your victims to the mansion anytime soon. Ebold says you could better make those doors hidden doors. And the doors you want people to go through, all fancy doors, like the trap room. Not yet, unfortunately, because the hidden doors require stuff that I do not have yet. Let's just try and remember what the hell this is under. Yeah, so hidden doors do require processed materials, steel plate, cog, planks of wood and stone, none of which are available from the start. You actually have to build I think it's a workshop, or it's called a factory in this game. But yes, that will be the long-term plan. And we will have a fancy front door here, when we can afford it. All we need for that is evil wood, which means we do actually need to research a demonic axe. Yeah, it's all going very slow, because I've told them to build so much stuff that it is just going to take them forever and ever. So let's be determining a bit more, because they will need wood. I don't even know what this room is actually going to be. That's going to be the home office. I think this is probably going to be the kitchen, maybe the workshop. The workshop doesn't have to be that big, but in fact what I'll probably do is make it so that the workshop is here, and then the storage area is kind of like here. Storage area has to be massive in this game. It's a pain in the dick. Warzone Worries does suggest I speed up time a bit, so yes, I will do that indeed. Kiwi says I should make one the lab and one the kitchen. Forgot about the lab, didn't I? Yeah, unfortunately, you do need about 4 or 5 rooms. And I think... so that's going to be the home office. Maybe... Production can probably be a bit higher up then. Kitchen-wise, we don't necessarily need that immediately, because we're not luring victims. But it would be nice to have a lab. So let's actually call that... fundamental research bench. Oh, we need 50 wood. Well, I'll place the thing down. We need a room for a supercomputer at some point, so we'll put that there. We will need to do a lot of wood chopping in the morning, but we also need to just build all these floors and these walls around here. Oh, it's going to be a whole thing. I could be building a writing desk. That requires 100 wood. I keep forgetting how expensive things are early on. Right, there we go. Let's just wait. Eventhor says it's quite fun, Adventurecraft, and not as, I don't know, hard as punishing as Don't Starve. Yeah, the weird thing about Don't Starve is that there's Don't Starve and there's Don't Starve Together, and if you can actually get people together to play Don't Starve Together, it's a lot easier. Don't Starve is one of those brutal, it just suddenly stops and you all die sort of thing. Anyway, we've got our first merchant selling us generic equipment. What have we got? A puzzle box, voodoo necklace, loyalty plus 20, finger necklace. Now, these are all reasonably expensive. I can afford them just, but I won't have enough money for like emergency food and stuff like that. I've never used a circuit board yet, so there's no point in getting that. I could. How much is it? I might actually use this because then I will be able to do. I've forgotten what it is, but there was something I was going to do early on involving evil wood. I've already forgotten what it is due to hopeless incompetence, but I could do with that wood. Otherwise, you have to wait for a while because you need to research. Yeah, all sorts of things. Anyway, let's let them actually go on. You all notice the game does reset to 1 speed constantly, so I will keep on forgetting that, I'm afraid. Warzone Warriors asks, I should call him Crampy instead. If it's too difficult to pronounce. I'll just keep on forgetting otherwise, I guess. There's a lot of new faces in chat this week. So hello to all of you. Oh, hello. Just going to do a little pausey action. I've been promoted to rank number 1. So, we've built 2 closed rooms. Oh yeah, because we built all the little bedrooms, haven't we? And I've survived 3 days. The League of Victims reward you with unlocking a slot in your team for a new minion. And also... Oh, wait, okay, lads, we need another name. We need another name for a minion. I'm going to decide which one it is. I probably don't want another zombie. We want to spread the food load a bit. It may have to be the bones. Now, the trouble is I'm not quite sure what I actually need. Although researching might be a useful thing to have at this point. And also storage stuff. Right. Oh, that's another zombie. Oh no, that's Christina. Yep, Christina, you're going to be the one. You cry bones, you got a bit more of a life. Oh, it's Evil Black Cat, Evil Black Cat. Yes, I do apologise. I think we might be able to fit in Evil Black Cat. You've got a very suitable name as well. Black. Evil. Oh, move out the way, microphone. There we go. You are now in the game. Again. Right, so everyone's out and about. I might build all the wood's going to be down there, but it's so close I don't need to build any storage rooms at the moment. I will extend things along here, but not yet. I suppose I should build the kitchen, shouldn't I? Those are very cheap. We still need 20 wood for that as well. Right, just to remind myself, that factory requires normal logs of wood, but also requires metal, so I do need to do a bit of mining. So I'm going to mark out a little bit of metal here and there using the mining tool. No one's going to do any mining just yet because I haven't actually told anyone to do any mining. Hello to CPT Banana Bone. Sorry, Steam Bun Gaming. Sorry, Evil Black Cat called it a bit earlier. And Dave Misk mentions the shiny red door, and he's correct. That's exactly what we need to do, isn't it? Yes, thank you for reminding me. Shiny red door. Oh, it requires 100 evil wood. I thought you said 50 a few seconds ago. God damn it. I only bought 50 logs of evil wood. Piss! Quite frankly. So the home office, that's going to be built there. Phone's already available. Okay. So what was it then? I'm determined to find what the evil wood thing was. I've never built a training room. Lamps. Storage. Nah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about that just now. Speed up. Once again, we are on 1 speed. Need to actually get things moving. There are 64 people in chat. That's actually more than we usually get. Even when we play Starbound. Poor old Starbound. So it looks like 1.4 isn't going to be a 1.4. As you may have seen my video. Oh, hang on. There's a missing floor. Well, they're definitely not going to put bounty hunting in the game. Certainly not in any form that we know about, which is a shame. But, well, I mean, Starbound is getting on a bit now, isn't it? I've started a new series on it today, which wasn't going to be that series. Originally it was going to be like maybe another hardcore series. I was actually going to do one concept I had, which may still make it onto the Twitch when we eventually get around to that, is a series called You Only Live Twice, and it'll be a sort of hardcore series, but with one life, just to make it so that the stream doesn't end like in 10 minutes or whatever. Also because I like the Bond reference, if nothing else. But I like the idea of escalation as well. If you get 2 lives instead of 1, you get the thing that as soon as you hit that first death, suddenly everything just ramps up and it becomes a lot more kind of like scary. The series, the stream just slowly becomes that more piquant with evil. Brynix Brine is the first censorship of the week in the stream, saying cock on toast. Remember, you have to put a 0 in cock, otherwise YouTube tries to censor it. Pigeon Suck says, well, there will be a 1.4 Starbound eventually, but it won't be the 1.4 we want. Yeah, they weren't very clear when they actually sort of blogged about this, but I suspect, yeah, there will be a 1.4, unless they just keep on doing 1.3 somethings or other. It completely depends on how big the content updates are going to be, I guess. Because they have done smaller, like 1.3 point something else type updates previously. But really, they haven't really been talking about adding much else in, so I think it's pretty much drawing to a close now. They've got Chucklefish of going from strength to strength as a publisher at the moment, as well as developing their own games or whatever, so I think they're keeping themselves very busy. And with some very good games. I mean, as I mentioned on that video, I played a couple of them at Rezzed in London a week or so back, and some of them looking rather cool. Yeah, obviously, like everyone knows about Wargroove, but that's... Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play that myself, or I just couldn't be bothered to queue up, and I just watched someone else for 10 minutes, and it was all rather lovely. But at the moment, my heart still belongs to Into the Breach. Anyway, so food-wise, this is an opportunity to, like, since we've only got 2 days of food left, I will actually need to splash the cash a bit. Now, at the moment, our minions, let's have a look. We are currently eating 12 brains a day and 5 bones. So this is why we've only got 2 days of the food, because we've only got 10 bones. 5 times 2 is 10. Brain-wise, we've got plenty, 82. That'll last us about 5 or 6 days. So really, this purchase is going to be more about bones. 3 quid each. I'm going to be very optimistic, well, pessimistic, I'm going to say that many. Brains are a lot more expensive, you'll notice. So I'm going to buy a few of these. Hopefully that'll... So now we're up to 7 days of food. 7 days to dine, you might say. Ha 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 ha. Whatever. CPT says, I feel like this game would be a lot different if people made 2 houses. One for minions and one for the victims. Actually, right at the start of this, that's kind of what I was trying to do. Have like a bedroom thing going on here, all the behind the scenes stuff here. And the actual the victims area would be over here, but then somehow it seems to have all got joined up. So that's kind of like that sketch knackered then. The pretty front door. I'm just going to go back to that. It still requires 100 logs. So I think I'm going to try and concentrate on getting a research bench. So we did say one of them's going to be the... This is going to be the lab, isn't it? Yes, that's it. That's going to be the lab. And this is going to be the kitchen. Did we actually lay the bloody... I'm not sure we did. And it's really hard to see. This game is a very dark game. In more ways than one. I don't think I actually put the butcher's table down in the end, did I? So let's put that there. So there will be a kitchen at some point. Everyone's slowly working their way through something. Yeah, let's just speed things up again. My skeleton is... Oh, piss. Thank you very much, Eshko, because I have not assigned the skeleton any work at all. Because it does not default to anything. Skeletons can do an extra... Evil Black Cat can do an extra job. She's not lazy. Although she's idle, but not lazy. I should probably consider doing... How much wood chopping do we need? We don't need to do... We don't need everyone to do wood chopping anymore. Although everyone's actually leveled up to level 2 on that. So that's actually building. So let's actually take everything off. And... So Evil Black Cat should be a wood chopper because she's best at that. And also do storing of resources. So you do that. Meanwhile, building, I think Jim and Chef, second name doesn't seem to have actually fitted on, I'm afraid. Aventhor, wasn't it? Unfortunately, yeah, it seems to have cut off the number of characters. So you two do the building, bit of digging. Nobody's really good at digging. Evil Black Cat, you can do it when you're not chopping wood. Store resources, we haven't got anything to do with that yet, so I'm not going to do it. Not going to worry about it. Well, Dejan's still not got anything to do, so... Yeah, you can build. Anything else? Maintenance isn't really a thing at the moment. What I might do actually is do some extra digging of rock, just so we've got extra stuff. Now at the moment I apologise for the fact that you won't be able to see the stuff in the top left. I've made it so you can see the most important row at the top, but then you've got my stupid face in the way. And because this game covers up quite a lot of stuff, so there's not really many good places to actually put the damn thing, my stupid face. So hopefully this will be okay. All you can't see really is the food level. But, I mean, just don't worry about that. Just look at the top right for the food level. That says 7 days just there. That's how much food we've got. That's how many people we've killed. And the suspicion level, if you don't already know, that's at 0 because nobody thinks we're like an evil load of monsters at the moment. But that will creep up as victims turn up. Have we actually made the desk yet? No, we haven't. Unfortunately, we can prioritise building. But it's a bit of a clumsy system at the moment. I really should build the dining room. I think to start with, I'm just going to put the dining tables in the kitchen, and then maybe to make a dining room later on. So let's... Oh, this requires 80 wood! I really need some more bloody wood, don't I? Because we are actually getting through it very, very quickly. All the chopping in the world. There we go. Oh, hi! Hello to Kyle! Who just turned up in chat. Venthor says I should buy the other 49 evil wood. I will if a van turns up. That's just nonsense. Yeah, unfortunately, I can only buy it when there's actually a car on the road, a particular kind of car, and they don't come super often either. On the upside, it looks like this is starting to. The floor is all pretty much finished, almost. I think I just need to let them chop the wood now. In that respect, in fact, I think I will actually assign Jim to chopping wood, and Dejan can do the building. And I think that's all going to be for the good. Now let's just let them get on with it, and I shall drink some wine. Oh, Venthor says it just left. Was that the issue? Oh, the thing... I wasn't quite sure if that was actually the merchant I actually wanted or not. I will probably miss a few things, especially when I'm reading chat. Right, so they're all going to sleep. Oh, here's a new merchant. Oh, it's a minion one. We probably won't be able to afford any because they usually cost a few £1,000, and we've only got 700 because we're poor. We'll actually have to start attracting victims soon. But this is the trouble. This game, it does kind of punish you if you try to be even slightly ambitious with building. I mean, I've actually built reasonably large rooms, sort of, and a few rooms. But maybe you shouldn't actually do that straight off. I don't know. I don't need to worry about the mail collection because we're not actually even making any mail at the moment. Research isn't being done yet because we can't. Maybe... Go on, build that first, you lazy sod. I want to get my research desk up and about. Right, this area here, I'll probably just... if we need to, I can expand the whatever the hell we're building. I forgot what we're building here now. Oh, it's the research thing. I can probably expand that and maybe make it into an additional storage area as well. Dave Misk has made the incredibly important point that I forgot to build a 4th bedroom. Because I suck! Right. Floor. They don't seem to need huge bedrooms in this. It's not like RimWorld where they get pissy. But they do like a bit of like prestige. But it's a bit more like... hang on, let's have a look. Oh, Jim's idle. It all kind of feeds into the whole sort of system here. It looks like Jim needs some sleep, actually. But, yeah, at the moment, the average prestige of the rooms that the Jim's walking throughout the day is 10. So really what I generally have been doing is stick like a prestige item in the bedroom just so that they get a bit happier there. And then just dot them around elsewhere. But yeah, the rooms don't need to be... I don't think there's any concept of like large rooms being better. Although victims sometimes complain about smallness of rooms, weirdly. But even though they're not even staying. It's because they're twats. It's really hard to see sometimes. I'm trying to put a bed in. On the upside, we've now got 2,000 woods. I blinked and suddenly we've got wood for a million years. Warzone asks him, how long do you have the game? I've had it for a couple of weeks now. I'm going to see how much time on Steam I've got it. I've played it for 12 hours worth, which isn't actually a huge amount. I've been playing it mainly for the Let's Play series. I did like a little practice run and then actually did the Let's Play series. But I kind of like didn't want it. I kind of like wanted to explore it as I went along, to some extent. Is that a brain? Oh no, it's not. It's a mushroom. And you're doing a little dance. Okay, Jim is now idle, so let's make sure Jim has something to do. I haven't actually got any backup jobs at all. Right. Hopefully, they'll soon have jobs to do with things like kitchen and home office stuff or whatever. Well, I may as well just make Jim, I don't think, yeah, a builder as well. Now we've chopped so much wood, it's no longer such a pressing issue. In fact, I'll take Jim off chopping as well. And do a little speed up. So the food won't spoil because it's smoked, so that's not a problem. Warzone asks, is it addicting? If you like RimWorld, this is that sort of thing. I don't. The thing at the moment is like I don't know how what I might call the mid game is gonna pan out, because let's just pause it. My Let's Play series has kind of like got to the mid game now, but I'm still sort of like being unable to actually get any victims into my victim room to see how that works, because there's a whole sort of like complex system of things like conveyor belts and traps and stuff that you can actually do a certain amount of automation in the game. But there's a sort of thing you have to plan for from the start, which is irritating. It's like oxygen not included, the way that even when you start from the very start of that, you still have to be thinking, well, in cycle 50, I want this to be here on the level and this to be here on the level. And it kind of like colours your thinking quite a lot, and you end up getting a bit bogged down in it all. And there's a little bit of that in this, but it's not, for instance, like you might want the victim's room next to the kitchen, so you can actually quickly conveyor all the dead bodies into the kitchen, so the minions don't themselves have to go and fetch stuff. Probably. I mean, I don't even know yet because I haven't actually managed to do that yet. So I'm interested to see how the mid game actually ends up working. And then I'm not even sure there is an end game at the moment because as I say, it's an alpha game, not complete. I'm gonna have a little drink because my throat is fucked. I just missed something about putting my face on top of the archives. I see what you're saying. Put it in the bottom right of the screen. Probably best not. I try to keep the cam from the bottom of the screen, just because of the way I've got things set up. It means if I put it down there, I'd actually be just like looking down off the bottom of the screen, and it just always looks incredibly bad when you see that on streams. I think it's fine as it is. I mean, you're really not missing much. Up in the top left. And meanwhile, people are just chilling. I better check the minion mobile. 4,000 quid at the moment. I don't have even nearly enough for that. But just out of interest, they've actually got a werewolf, a Frankenstein monster, an Arthur, or a psychopath, another zombie, and a Dr. Frankenstein. Oh yes, I've got Dr. Frankenstein and a Frankenstein. Huh. I didn't actually realise you could actually have the monster and the doctor. That would actually be quite fun. If we managed to get both on the team, that'd be a million laughs. They could reminisce about the time in the castle where they blew up, or whatever the hell they did in that movie. I mean, book. Now, Young Frankenstein, there was a bloody good film. Hello to Pumpkin Meerkat, hello. How are you doing? Hi, indeed. We still aren't making any mail. I've actually placed that. You know what? I've got a horrible feeling. I didn't actually place the bloody writing desk after all that. That was a million years ago. I thought I put it there. Oh, I know why. It's because I didn't have enough wood. There's a few things I didn't have enough wood for. Right, okay, so we've got that writing desk, so we'll be able to lure in some victims. At the start, it's actually very easy to kill them, so we don't have to worry about that too much. We are down to 5 days of food. I think I might try to encourage them to build the kitchen. I'm going to make them build all the useful items that we need. Oh yes, I also need to make some dining rooms. 1, 2, 3. I don't really need 4. It's not assigned seating. This isn't oxygen not included. Basic chair. Make sure they're not inverted. There, and there. Someone's building a bit of floor there. The bedroom is currently coming on. Actually, it's not coming on at all, is it? They are all fetching wood from over there, which is starting to get further and further away. A food merchant is coming. I could do with an equipment one. Evil Black Cat is backing me up on the whole Young Frankenstein thing. It is one of the most perfectly crafted films. Comedy films. Perfect parody. When Mel Brooks was incredibly good. Every single person who acts in that film is impeccable. And apparently, the most interesting thing about it is it's one of those things where it just feels like it's been perfectly written from beginning to end. But apparently, in the original cut, it was like 2.5 hours long and terrible. Everyone hated it, and Mel Brooks went away, butchered it, created a 1.5 hour, really trim film, and it was perfect. Which is all rather cool, I think. But anyway, yes, it's an old film. It's in black and white, even though it wasn't from like the 1950s or anything, but it was deliberately in black and white to evoke the old original Frankenstein films. And the equipment in the film is actually from the original Frankenstein films, the classics. Anyway, this is fast becoming a film club thing. One of your minions needs to sleep. Click for more. Minions need their beauty sleep. It doesn't tell me which one, irritatingly. It's something that they do sometimes. Sometimes they don't give you quite all the information that you need. I mean, it is actually Evil Black Cat, who doesn't actually have a bed yet. So let's... I mean, they could just sleep on the bloody floor, Evil Black Cat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to force the issue. So what are you doing? So let's build the goddamn room. So we built one wall. That's brilliant. But it's looking okay though, because this is the only major thing to build at the moment. What are you doing? Are you doing anything? Oh yeah, you're building the bed. That's good. All very nice. Hello to iSpoon, who was pleased it's MachiaVillain. Yeah, it's I think there's a few people last week in the Rimworld stream who were saying please stream MachiaVillain, and this week it just fitted quite perfectly in with the schedule. Good. My throat's a bit buggered at the moment. I think I am. It's wrong room type. No, that's fine, just because it's in the open air. But my throat has actually been getting a bit better. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to stream or not, but my throat is now a little better. It's a bit hoarse, a bit croaky. And I've also done a lot of recording this weekend as well. A new series starting either tomorrow or Tuesday. I will be playing Frostpunk, which is a survival city builder, which you may have seen videos of other like bigger Let's Players do that. I'll be playing that, as I say, from starting a new series of that. Continuing MachiaVillain, and just various stuff. So also for the next week, I probably will end up doing like 2 videos a day, which is something I try not to do these days because it hurts. But there will be a lot of Ludum Dare videos for covering the game jam. So there'll be like probably like 10 videos. But they're going to be in addition to, instead of the regular videos. I was hoping to just not do 2 videos a day, but hey ho. Right, so everything's good there. We're slowly building. The home office is happening. It looks like Evil Black Cat is now on the floor asleep. So that's all very handy. CBT says, this comment section is weird. It does get a bit like that. So does the Discord. It's fair to say. That goes through periods. It's either really quiet or it's real lunacy. And full of green cactus people from time to time. But yeah, do check out the Discord if you want to join and just talk any old nonsense. The link will be in the description of this stream and also the eventual archive video, which will probably go out later tonight, unless anything's wrong. Oh, interestingly, yes, I have noticed. I've now confirmed. I'll just pause that. You can, if you re-watch a stream on YouTube, you do actually get the chat now, which is a nice feature. I think they introduced that a few weeks ago. And it rolled out to people at different times, but now I've double checked, and if you want to go and see all the weird green penis chat from last week's stream, you can! Hooray for green penis chat and that. Anywho, so the room is now busy being complete. There's still a bit of floor on the go. That needs to be done, so we'll probably just bung in that extra floor just there. Evil Black Cat says, Coctus actually followed me to my brother's stream last night. It was interesting. I wonder if he might turn up again tonight, I don't know. It's like one part troll, but a good lad, I think. Anyway, Dejan, Chef, Venthor and Jim all asleep. Evil Black Cat is now up and about. What are you actually doing? Apparently the description is, was evil before it became mainstream. Oh, Evil Black Cat, you hipster. I bet you're an artist. Right. Oh, Evil Black Cat, you are doing something, but not quite sure what. Are you just idle at the moment? You are. Okay, let's give you a job. Even though you got... Is there no more wood to chop? Heavens and Murgatroyd, there is not. any more wood to chop. So let's do it. Chop like you've never chopped before with your teeth. Right, you go on, go off into the great beyond. Oh, there's age chat in the stream. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm 74 plus. Was that my IQ? Come on, bloody hell! This room will not get done because we haven't got a door yet. That's the problem. Everyone's asleep at the moment, so I'm just going to let people tick along for a while. Oh, good burp. There, everything's fine. Aye, aye, aye. Right, so let's see where we are at the moment. We're needing a research project. So let's firstly go for the demonic axe. Someone will need to actually be a researcher. Evil Black Cat, you are our researcher. You got 3 stars. You're actually a good old researcher. You are. Right, I'm going to take you off chopping duty. I'm going to take you off mining duty as well, because we're not really doing much mining at the moment. We've got 200 metals, which is probably enough to start with. And we're not doing any storing resources. So yes, Evil Black Cat, go to the research bench. Do your clever clogs thing. I'm not 40. God damn it. I am younger than that. I just like to point that out before anyone's smart arse. A smart arse. So we actually do have a merchant turning up, and it's a bloody food merchant again. We've still got 5 days worth of food, so that isn't too much of a problem. We've still got brains all over the shop. So we probably what I might do is actually make a storage bay. Finally, just the one. This could be a... This is a food one. In fact, I know what we'll do. We will pronounce things weirdly. Hang on. I haven't quite got used to this menu system. I thought Rimworld's was bad, but this one's kind of a bit strange at times. Okay, finally we are getting the door sorted. We're not getting the door sorted. Dejan has buggered off. Probably to eat. Dave Misk is saying I should get my storage room sorted, then building will take less time. Kinda, yeah. I mean, I think now we are starting to get the wood further and further away. You are quite right. What is your Black Cat doing? You're lurking. You really are lurking. Right, why can't the research be done at the moment? Let's just double check. Oh, because I hadn't done the bloody... Oh, God damn it. Produce indefinitely. There we go. Now Evil Black Cat's got a job to do. So yes, I will do some. I will add an extra bit of storage. If I put it there, I mean that's a bit of a strange place to put it because it's out of doors. But there's no sense of degrading in this game, I don't think. So I might as well just bung it outside. Material storage. Although I really want it next to the factory, which isn't built yet. There'll probably be another bedroom there. Factory. I want the factory to be there-ish. For now, I'm just going to put a couple of storage. Why can't I build them? Oh, it needs a floor, doesn't it? Ah, poopy. Well, for now... I don't know. I don't really want to build more stuff at the moment because it'll just distract them from doing all the important stuff. Although, once we built this room, maybe I will do that then. Pigeon Suck asks, why do I have a Ralphie haircut? It's a bit strange this week. It's all shuffled and weird. Still got a bit bed hairish, I think. It's difficult to do stuff with my hair, so sometimes it goes a bit rogue. Let's put a floor there. There's supposed to be a floor there. Oh, the food truck is here. Don't really need a huge amount of food. Let's just double check. We've got plenty of bones. Let's just get a few brains. Again, just to tide us over. That gets us up to 6 days of food. And we will definitely need to start making our own food soon. We will need victims. The home office desk is sorted. So let's try and make it so that we always... This is the bills, just like in RimWorld. Make it so that there's always 12 letters in storage. That'll do for now. Advertising campaign. Let's make it so whenever we have 10 letters, we attract 4 victims. We will need to give someone the job of being a home office letter writer. Evil Black Cat is a 3-star person for that, but unfortunately that would override the laboratory stuff. So, it looks like Dejan is the next best one, so I'll give you that. I'll take you off building. I'll let you do mining as the most important thing. I'm actually going to give someone maintenance. I'm going to give Chef Aventhor a bit of maintenance if that's necessary, because we haven't really got that. I also will give Jim a bit of extra wood chopping thing, because I think we've still got quite a bit of wood to chop. No, we haven't. We've actually got hardly any at all. The trouble with the storage in this game is it doesn't go very far. You put a storage thing down and it gets filled up almost immediately, and before you know it you've got 1 million storage units. Or you try to have it and it just doesn't work. Even Black Cat says, didn't you wear that shirt last week? Definitely not. No, this is, I remember this for ages. Real life or on the stream. This is a kind of like a wooden, can't really see it, but this is like a wooden design. I did actually have a yellow and white one. Maybe that's what I was wearing last week. God, I'm all discombobulated now. No, this is I think the colours of the webcam are probably like making it a bit weird, but yeah, this is a wood design. It's very peculiar. Anyway, meanwhile, I'm not sure what you were doing there, Evil Black Cat. We are starting to write letters, so we will start to get victims very, very soon. I want to make sure that all the kitchen stuff is built now, before we go on. Butcher's table. Oh, we don't need a bill for that, do we? This is not remold, so that'll just happen. Getting a new merchant. Is it an equipment? It's another food one. I think it must be random. I was hoping for an equipment one, but no. It's all got loads of wood down there, but I'm easy with that. Got 2,000 woods in at the moment. Hello, Jeffrey Grays, and welcome back to the stream. Everyone says, you know what's up drinking wine while gaming. I don't think many people do that. I think I must be literally the only person in the world who does that. Actually, I don't normally do it at all. Just because I was eating some spring food earlier, some spring-like food, and just white wine just went with it. And then I didn't actually drink the wine very much, so here it is. I made like half a glass last a bloody hour so far, so it's not going down very fast. Also, it doesn't help that I've got quite a sore throat at the moment. What are you doing? What are you hammering? Oh, you built... No, see, there's a bug. He was building a chair from the wrong side of the wall. And you were doing it and all! For some reason, people can't build tables properly. Or chairs. How peculiar. That was a bug. Buggity bug. There. Notch, fix your game. Right, so where we've got 2 letters. Everyone's now just... right. Okay. So, accidentally, this has been allocated as something to chop down. And poor old Jim tried to attack the evil tree and got tonked. Right, so make sure that is not for chopping. We have actually got 231 logs of evil wood now. Then we can build a pretty front door. This costs 200 quid. Anyway, there's the front door for victims to come in. Now we haven't actually got a finished bit of mansion, so we will actually very quickly have to whip up an actual area here for the victims to be in. Otherwise, they will just run off, and it'll be tragic. So let's not be too ambitious. This will just be like a small area where they can congregate, and we can just attack them, and that was it. That's all we need to do to start with. Let's just deconstruct that. Oh, piss. Deconstruct. Oh, God. Deconstruct that. And put the door in. And we will need victims. A lamp. So we need 20 metal, we've got 200, and 1 log of wood. So, 1 lamp, which will keep them a bit happier, the victims. Less stressed out. We do need a cash bin as well. CBT says, how did people even get minions named after them? Well, they asked in chat. I completely missed a lot of that chat. Oh god, 80 people. That is actually a record, I think, for this stream. Normally we're a quiet band here on a Sunday evening. It's my fault for not streaming very often. Also, I tried to make damn sure that I actually put the stream announcement, well, whatever, several hours in advance for once instead of like 10 minutes, which I think is always handy. Right, off you go. What are you doing? You're getting cash. I really should. I know what I'll do. Here's what we'll do. Any room. Gold storage. We'll put the gold storage in here. 200 wood. Reasonably expensive. Let's speed things up a little. So we still haven't built all this stuff, but we are slowly getting there. What are you doing? What just happened there? It looked like you were eating on your side. I don't know what's going on here. Evil Black Cat is covered in some kind of cloth stuff. What is going on? What are you doing? Why have you got a thing on you? That's most odd. I don't know what that means. Never mind. Anyway, it looks like Jim is hanging out. Just eating some brains. For some reason, sometimes when they're actually eating, they just vanish. But I think that may be because there's a missing animation. I think it's where the chair is actually on the other side, like we've seen in the Let's Play. Because in the Let's Play, every time they ate, they disappeared. But yeah, I think that's just a positioning thing. So, now I can relax just a little bit. Warzone asks for a dab. I barely know what that is because I'm too old. Winner Excalibur asks, will you be doing more streams on this save soon? Might actually do, yes. And usually do one-off stuff, but sometimes I continue it, like I've done it with RimWorld and Stardew Valley before. And it would be nice if this seems to go well enough in terms of like the actual build of the place, then I may actually continue it. And it would be rather nice. It depends what kind of story we can tell, really. If it all goes up in flames in an hour's time, then no, we won't continue. But I think we should be okay. It's your researching outfit, I think. Yeah. We do actually need to finish that door, because at the moment, room is not closed. Prestige plus 22? What are you doing? Oh, you're getting some food. That'll do. Dave Miss says that was the laboratory coat. So yes, just confirming what I just said. Excellent. Pigeon Suck is getting censored messages again, because you have to write D1CKS if you want to say dicks, because of YouTube. Jim is plotting to destroy the cats. Ooh. They're scary. Right. Let's get this bloody door sorted. I think it's time for you, Chef Eventhor. Build that door. Go, go, go. Interestingly, I discovered that if you actually force people to prioritise something, they can do it even if their job tells them otherwise. Which is neat. I don't think you can do that in RimWorld. It just says no. Well, then again, on RimWorld, you can allocate as many jobs as you want. In this, if you don't already know, you've only got a limited amount of jobs you can allocate. At the moment, people can only do 3 jobs, or in Evil Black Cat's case, 4. So you've got to be really picky about what you give them. We'll actually need to give someone a kitchen job. Looks like that's a perfect job for Jim. When you're not building and chopping wood, you can be cooking up some victims. But first, we need to actually get the goddamn victims, who at the moment are just ligging about somewhere else, probably down the pub, not knowing that we exist. Research is coming along quite nicely, I think. We've got 5 out of 10. And then we'll be able to properly cut down evil trees. Although I think at some point we have actually managed to cut down some. And because we actually have got a few logs of evil wood here and there. I think you can cut them down a little bit, but it does hurt you to do so. Demonic Axe means it so you never get hurt. Pigeon Soak mentions the Jim fucking Sterling son. Yeah, he's a good lad. Little bit obsessed with loot boxes, but... If you saw the Starbound video, the new one that came out today, yeah, that mod, which I'm using, which I can't remember the name of because it's complicated, that has loot boxes in it, in a kind of jokey sort of way. Just more reward crates more than anything. But that's done in a very loot box sort of way. Kind of amusing, actually. Anyway, they're doing a little building dance. Let's speed things up. We finally have all 3 chairs, so that's all very chairy. I think you'll agree. Evil Black Cat finally has her bedroom, which is good to see. And, we've got a little bit of floor. Bonus floor. And Jim has just gained a level in building. What's this? Oh, this is the bloody... Oh, God, we really need to build this, don't we? I don't think we've got that many people doing building. We've got 2 people doing building. We've got the wood. Just that everyone's being incredibly slow. What? A load of pricks. Jeffrey says, I didn't think this game was bad enough for a Jim Sterling. Funnily enough, I think I've actually covered a couple of games in my time that he actually ended up tearing to bits. If you saw, he did a video, I think it was a Jim Impressions, on Extinction, which was that slightly ropey Attack on Titan game that I played recently. Not knowing, when I actually played that, I'm thinking, oh, this is okay, this is like a quick, easy bit of arcade action, whatever. And then I put the video out, and then they announced the price as being nuts expensive, something like $60 or 50 quid or something. And everyone's jaws just dropped. It was a little bit expensive. Hence why I included it. If you saw my video on, what was it? How long does it take to make a Let's Play? Shout out to Kyle. I did a little visual gag in there referring to how expensive it was, which did amuse me, probably nobody else. But let's just double check I've got enough food. We've got 4 days worth of food. We still haven't actually attracted any victims yet, so I could probably do with sneaking a little bit extra food. We're still needing 12... Oh, let's just double check. We're still needing 12 brains a day worth of food, but only 5 bones. So I think, once again, we have to use our rapidly diminishing coin supplies to get a few more brains. And that'll keep the wolves from the door. Just a little bit. Yes, hello Kyle. Yes, I have shouted you out. Why the hell not? I mean, that video I did was kind of like half a... Because I know you asked the question, how long does it take to make a Let's Play? And to be fair, the video wasn't directly aimed at you. It was just because I thought it was an interesting subject in general. I thought it would be a nice little 5-minute video. But it did dovetail nicely into the original question. So, don't think you're that special. There you are. You are lovely. 94 people? Yeah, that's a record. I need to get some more wine. It is actually 8 o'clock, so we're about halfway through the stream. And what I'm going to do is just take a bit of a breather. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'm just going to refresh my glass. So don't go anywhere. I'm actually going to leave the game running because I'm hubristic like that. I'm fine. Right. Carl says, too late. It's all gone to my head. I've told all my friends I've got YouTubers making videos for me on demand. Oh, don't call me a YouTuber. I guess I am. I've discovered technically, well, I'm an influencer. Horrible word. Horrible word. I don't make content as well. I make videos. It's important. Anywho, whilst I get camper and camper, let's see what's going on here. No disasters whilst I was away. Actually, quite impressed. Kiwi suggests kill everyone and take over the mansion. The end. Well, I do actually want to kill everyone, but I actually need to lure them into my mansion first. We've got 6 letters. That's not very many. We're not doing it very fast. We do need wood and we do need cash to write letters. But for some reason our minions are getting distracted. And they're also asleep. Apart from Evil Black Cat, who's... Where are you? What? Why was the brains over there? That's peculiar. I wonder if that's a bug. There should not be any brains over there. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Right, let's actually get to know, whilst they're all asleep, let's get to know our people a little bit more. Evil Black Cat, first of all. So your traits are you're made of bones, which kind of makes sense. Apparently when you attack people, you lose bones. And gain 1 with each bone eaten. That's a weird mechanism. You've got off-road feet, walking speed not affected by ground type, and you're a smart ass, which does actually reduce your loyalty. Also because you're a cat, I guess. Dejan, you... Fat is life? But apparently you actually eat more than you should. You're also relaxed and you're loyal to me. A friendly zombie who likes eating big meaty brains with a dash of hot sauce. Chef Aventhor, and thinks they would do a lot better without you. Well, than you. God damn it. You're also a power walker. And Jim, huge fan of spam emails. Also a power walker, also easygoing. So we've got a nice little motley crew there. That's not too bad at all. CPT suggests maybe the food truck drops brains sometimes. Well, something happened in my Let's Play as well, which was a bit peculiar. Is that sometimes things would actually happen, like somewhere towards the edge of the map. Like blood would happen, like almost as if like the truck had run something over and killed something and was leaving lots of blood, which was scaring people off. Never did quite resolve that. I think I'm not quite sure if it's just because of bugs in the game or because there's a mechanism I don't quite understand in the game as yet. But I never actually quite worked that out just yet, which is rather irritating. Dave Mist says after you get the demonic axe, you should get the smoker. That's actually that's literally just an issue we need to resolve now. No, I'm actually totally with you there. I think a smoker would be actually a good thing, and then when the victims turn up, we can preserve their brains so they don't go rotten. Unfortunately, I've made the kitchen really small, which is a bit of a problem. Anyway, researcher, so we've got the demonic axe, which means we can cut down evil trees. Now we get the smoker, another 10 research, which isn't too expensive. And that should hopefully dovetail nicely with our victims arriving and our brutal assault on them. Oh, here we go. We actually are building this room here, which is about bloody time. Icebeard says car accidents, lol. Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's the case or not. It seems peculiar if it is. Maybe the food... I did wonder whether the trucks may run over victims, but that seemed a bit... Well, the bloody trucks go so slow. I mean... It'll be the Austin Powers steamroller joke all over again. Oh, nice cold wine. Love, 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 love. Right, let's see. It's almost so dark. This is even though I know it's supposed to be night time and everything, but I do wish the game would lighten up a bit. Just, well, literally get a bit brighter, because it's sometimes it just looks a bit kind of dark and hard to see. Meanwhile, we are chowing down on brains. We actually have built the food storage thing, which is nice. Oh, look, we've got 69 brains. Nice. That's going okay. The home office thing is okay. Oh, we're finally doing the more letter writing. We have 8... No, hang on. No, we only have 6 at the moment. This is going very slowly indeed. I'm most vexed. The whole sort of like getting more... In RimWorld, I think you just try to keep on attracting more and more people. But in this game, I feel like... food is so scarce that you do not want to actually get a large team. I think 4 is probably enough. Maybe 5 if you've got a really big mansion. But for now, I don't actually want new minions. So no. But we can't afford them anyway. Let's look at the rank. So at the moment, all we have to do, if we kill one person now, we will actually rank up. And we'll get, I think, extra quid. 1,000 quid, in fact. And we'll also be able to unlock a slot for a new minion, but we won't actually get a new minion. We'll actually have to spend cash. Widow Excalibur asks, how much is the game? Yeah, they're not really... I don't think they're actually selling it yet. You can get... I think you can get it for free, but only when they do like a giveaway. I'm not quite sure how that's... if they're going to be doing that anytime soon, but I'm sure they are. I think they did a great big batch of giveaways about a couple of weeks ago. To get feedback so they can carry on developing it. I'm not quite sure what the long-term plan is. It's not out on Steam yet. Hello to Ryan Sin, who's turned up in chat. How much did you miss? It's been you missed an hour, and there'll be another hour of this, maybe more, depending when we actually what we actually get to do. Right, so we do need a little bit of floor there because it really pisses me off, and a lot of people I've discovered from RimWorld series over the years that if I don't put floor under doors, people get upset, and I don't like it either because it just look at this bit. Look how stupid it is. This was going to be my factory/storage area. I think I might try and keep that all in one. I might as well just keep the storage and factory stuff together. So I will actually be planning that out because this will get built first anyway. We've got a reasonable amount of wood, not vast amounts, but should be enough. So let's see. I think it should be... Let's do it like that. It's a big old room. And like that. I'll build a door. There, a nice little back door. For, inevitably, the lads. Right, so, letter-wise, we have 9. One more letter and we'll attract some victims and we can kill. We can stabby-doo-dah. Is what we can do. CPT points out, if you get a steady stream of victims coming in, food will be easier to get. Indeed. That is the plan. Finally, we're building the floor. We have some health potions. We don't get very many health potions. And as it turns out... episode 7 hasn't come out yet. In my Let's Play of MachiaVillain, I've recorded episode 7, which is coming out in a couple of days' time. It turns out you do need health potions. That's all I'm saying. But they're not very good either. They only restore a meagre amount of health. Right, so they're building the floor. Everything's going very slowly, so let's speed things up. We've got very low on cash. But as soon as we kill one person, we'll have quite a bit of cash. Oh, here we go! Look! We're taking the mail to the post box. And our victims should turn up soon. We really, really got to sort this out. Shit. Let's build the... Let's put you all to use. I'm going to temporarily make everyone a builder. So I can take the bottom two off soon. Oh, shite! The victim's already here! Oh, God, that was bad timing. Dicks. This is not good. It should be okay early on. Stop all activity. So, I'm just literally just going to plonk... Oh, shit! What? Hang on. Try that again. Go to there. So, all just hide out there. This is not ideal. I'm supposed to have actually completed the room before they turn up. Otherwise, they get scared and run off. But we should be okay. Right, our first victims. We're going to nail them. We're going to put a big spike up their stupid victim's bottom. Oh, just like shoot him in the head. Right, come on. Come on, victims. Come on, lads. We've got 23 minutes, 19 minutes, 16 minutes. So the kills very early on aren't very elegant. You're supposed to follow the rules of horror films. Like, you've got to split them up and get them alone to kill them, and for the maximum amount of points. And if you actually please those rules a lot, what happens is you get a certain, I can't remember what it's called now, but you get a kind of a resource which, if you get enough of, you can use to revive dead minions. I'm not quite sure what else you need it for, but look. Oh, the food van is coinciding with the victims arriving. Hopefully that won't be a thing. Right, okay. So this will be just... Oh, here they are. Oh, get one over. Right, okay. This is just going to be a really kind of awful... That food van. Oh, fuck off, food van. Piss off, food van. Yeah, oh, you twat van. This is going to be impossible. Oh, no. It's in the way. It's so in the way. Have I killed them all? No, I haven't. I've still got 3 to kill. I can't see them because of the bollocksing van. Is there any way of getting rid of the damn thing? No, there isn't. This is really irritating. I can't actually select the damn things. Right, attack. Oh, there we go. I can attack you. I'm sorry about this, but there's a van in the way. You can't see what's going on. It's silly. I can't even see where the other victims are because they're hidden. Yeah, this is an interface problem. There's 2 victims still there, cowering in fear. But I just can't see them. I'm going to move them to there. If the victims make a move... Maybe they've already been scared off. I don't know, it should be okay. Ah! Come back! Oh, they're so... Oh, here we go. We can attack you. Go, 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 go. There we go. Well, that was a farce. God damn it. Yeah, that is very bad of the game. Bad game. Boo! Naughty, naughty game. Well, fine. That was really annoying. Pigeon Suck says I can't... No, can I turn the camera around? I don't think you can, no. I've never... Unless there's a button I've never tried before, but... No, I don't think you can. Right. Ice Boom points out, I should have tipped my food delivery better when you ordered the brains to take out last time. Yeah. Well, we have... Thankfully now, we do have lots of bits. Do I have a butcher's block? I do, yes, so... Okay, here's what we'll do. Jobs. We do need someone to be a kitchen guy. Jim is going to be the kitchen guy, so let's take you off there. And just in case... I might actually prioritise kitchens in general. I'm going to put this right up to the top. And I'm also going to give, temporarily, Chef. That makes sense. Chef Aventhor is going to be on the kitchen patrol as well. So that does mean that they will take care of all this stuff sooner rather than later, because these dead bodies do rot incredibly quickly and they'll go to waste. We haven't actually built the bloody smoker. Piss! Have we even researched the damn thing? No. We haven't even slightly researched the smoker. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that goes to waste, sadly. But at least we've got killed our first victim, which means we have actually ranked up. We've got 1,000 quid, and we've got a new slot unlocked. So, rank-wise, the next thing we'll have to do is kill shitloads more victims. Another 27, bloody hell. Right. Anyway, CPT, thanks for stopping by. See you hopefully next time. One of your minions need to sleep, don't worry about that. Right, so I hope we all start to kitchen up. Oh look, Jim is going to do some body chopping. Oh, the brutality. There's going to be blood all over the shop. Now, they've actually made some meat. We don't actually need meat, because we haven't actually got anyone who eats meat. We've only got brain and bone eaters at the moment. So that'll go to waste anyway, so I'm not too worried. Right, so we do need to make sure that someone does... Oh, no, Chef. Chef is apparently... Chef of Enthor is maintenance guy, so he'll clean up the blood as per necessary. Which is all rather groovy. Yeah, Lol for Mango is actually backing up what I was saying. Like, you do need to be... when you actually get all these fresh brains, you do need to preserve them in the smoker. Otherwise, they're going to rot in about 2 days. But, unfortunately, the research has not been done very quickly. Evil Black Cat has been slacking with the research. There, I said it. Kyle points out I should have probably said Captain instead of CPT. Yes, good point. I think I said it first time and then stupidly, and then after that it just became a personal running joke, which I did not let anyone in on. Name a minion after me, says someone, possibly Gavin. Not well. I need a new minion. There's a food merchant turning up. At the moment, we all have a full team of merchants, I'm afraid. The floor is coming along. This victim's alley, which is very small at the moment, is coming on very slowly. Oh, here we go. We've been summoned to the League of Evil. Hello. You killed your first victim. Your contract of evilness is ready. We just need your signature with certified human blood ink, and you will be good to go. Now shout out to the details of this screen. Take! But look, wait behind the line. Employee of the month? Jason, isn't it? Call Freddy. Buy Axe. Those are rather charming. I like that a lot. Anyway, let's take before she gets all pissy. Contract. I'm not going to read this all because my throat will get fucked. Basically, it's saying follow the rules that we've already seen on that scroll. Like kill victims, kill them alone, ideally. Kill them at night. Well, that happens anyway. The villain must not kill the virgin. Oh, you don't kill the virgin. Oh, that's interesting because in my Let's Play, I actually have been aiming to kill the virgin, although no virgins have ever turned up. All the people who turn up to my mansion are experienced as balls. And also, don't kill the dog. Anyway, Evillium. That's it. Evillium. If you do follow the rules, you get Evillium, and Evillium can be spent on resurrecting minions. So no, there's some small print there. Something about getting fried by a giant death laser, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's just standard small print. Everyone's gone to bed. Kyle says not to mention that contracts not signed in blood are void. Oh. Interesting, I read something on the internet, just about, I think, yesterday or the day before, on the subject of, if you tear up the only signed contract of an agreement, does that make the agreement null and void? And generally, no. Apparently the contract is still valid, because it's not about a piece of paper, it's about the fact that you've actually agreed something. I'm not quite sure how you're going to be able to prove stuff, but also apparently that doesn't apply to certain things, like, I can't remember exactly what it is, it's something like, if your birth certificate original... Hang on, this makes no sense, because if you tear up a birth certificate, it doesn't mean you're legally dead. Oh, just ignore me. God damn it. It's something. It was on Stack Exchange. There's some blood there. We do need to make sure that we do clean up the blood. So this is the blood cleaning region. What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase this a bit more, just so they do clean any victim's blood just outside the door. Because that may actually be a thing. Anyway, people are still asleep. Steam Bun Gaming says clean the blood on the road. Oh, well, that's exactly what I've just done, isn't it? Was there anywhere else, though? Just in case you do mean somewhere else. No, I think we're fine. Has it been done anyway? Oh, no, it is actually literally just there. Oh, and also there! And there! Oh, of course, because we did really... Yeah. Do a bit more than that. It's like RimWorld. It's like it only extends to your builded area. But in RimWorld, it actually expands a little, like a few squares beyond that. And in this one, it doesn't. So you have to be very prescriptive about adding the area, which is a bit of a pain. But hey, whatever. Icepoon, it might be worth extending blood cleanup to the entire road. It might actually be a bad idea, actually, you're right. There's no downside to doing that. But if we do get stuck with some weird bug thing or whatever, that will cover that. Like if something gets run over. I mean, that shouldn't be necessary, but you never know. So those things are going a bit rotten. But that's not too bad. I think we should be fine. We have 6 days of food, 7 days of food, literally just then. He cut up something and made us a bit of extra food. Oh, piss. Lol for Mango says you need to put what I call the mind ward or vision tower to see them. I know what you're talking about, and I think in my Let's Play series I totally forgot about that. I did build it once, but I have a feeling that was in the my test game. That was before the Let's Play. Now I've got to find the damn thing, because I know what you're talking about. It doesn't require research, does it? I'm sure it's even this game. I'm sure it must be. Now, where is it? I know there's a tower you can build. But where the flipping hell is it? You have to remind me where it is, because for some reason I'm just not seeing it. Spiderweb wall, that's new. I've never seen that before. Huh. That's because I probably haven't clicked it, that's all. Ah, here it is. It's under victims. The watchtower. The watchtower removes a fog of war around it. It lets you see victims and other things coming from afar. Only requires 80 wood. That's actually generous as dicks. I'm going to put it there. No, I'm going to put it there. Nice. Thanks for reminding me. Hello to Justin Anderson, who has just got here. Brynlex Brian is just going. So 1 in, 1 out. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Always a pleasure to see you. We've got 100 people in chat. That's actually a record. I keep on saying that. That's the first time we've ever got to 100. What's special about this week? God damn it. I think everyone's just turned up because of I think MachiaVillain, the Let's Play series, has just done surprisingly well. And it's fresh on people's minds. So you're all here. You've all given up your evening, or afternoon, depending where you are, to watch me very slowly build something. Hooray! Right, so we're still building the victims... whatever the hell this place is called. It's not really a room at all, is it? I want to really tart this up, but we'll have to do the research. And Evil Black Cat is not doing very fast research, which I'm... That's a good point, actually. Why aren't you doing research? Jim's idle! Oh, ooh, you lazy shit. Jim, get doing something. Oh, I've literally only got you on kitchen duty. That was a mistake. Well, I'll make you a builder. Who else? Right, you shouldn't be a chef. And you probably shouldn't be a builder either. Let's get you on also resource duty. I also need to give you a proper job. But there's not really much to do. Let's get you on mining, actually, because I do think we should be doing some mining action. Some hot mining action. So let's get... There's no resources down there. No. Oh, actually, there's some gold down here. Let's get that at some point. Mining in this game is so slow. I'm really quite surprised just how slow it is. But hey-ho. In fact, that bit hasn't been done, and that bit's been marked there for ages. Here's an idea. Let's dig that out, just so we've got a little alleyway. A little back alley for schemes to be hatched in. Little dumpster babies to be found. Icepoon says, come for the MachiaVillain, stayed for the generous dicks. Oh, that's generous. Even if I do say so myself. Yes, it's got to that stage of the evening. We're talking about Willy. That's a lot of blood. It feels like a lot of stuff isn't being done at the moment. Like people are being lazy. I can't even see Evil Black Cat. Why have you turned into a zombie? That's weird. No, you're Jim. Oh, that's why. Hang on. Oh, there you are, evil black cat. I got a little bit confused there. I thought the ultimate bug had happened, but no. You are still very much a skelly. Justin says, MachiaVillain is the reason I found your channel. I think MachiaVillain has... I picked up a lot of subscribers recently. I think it is mainly this game. So, hooray! Hooray for this game. I always I kind of like assumed that it was people were watching the videos because they were like people who were like had watched my RimWorld videos, and MachiaVillain is a bit like that, but apparently not. The weird thing is, I'm not quite sure with MachiaVillain. I mean, I'm not quite sure how well known it even is. I say I don't really pay much attention to other people on YouTube, whatever, but I haven't really seen other people do it much. No one big anyway. So I think it's still a bit maybe undiscovered by. I have no idea, to be honest. Right, so is this lamp actually being built? Finally, the minions are building my lamps. I've been waiting for this to happen because this is going to make the whole place a lot more attractive to people. Or the victims. They're not going to just like huddle in the doorway and then just not come in, making attacking very difficult, especially if there's a brain truck there. Because I want the victims to actually come in here and, in theory, explore various areas. I said at the start of the stream, what I wanted to do in this is design it so we actually have various rooms for them to investigate. This room here this door here should actually be a one of these regular fake walls, but we haven't actually built a workshop yet. So that really is something that we should be doing. They should be building this. This is going to be our workshop area, but they've been slack as anything. Hang on, let's just floor up. Right, get on with it, lads. Everyone just seems to have gone to pot at the moment. Nobody's doing anything. Everyone's just slowly carrying wood everywhere. Well, I speed them up. Steamed Bun Gaming says, "Oh, Blitz did it." Oh, okay. I know Blitz. Yeah. I think if you look at my channel on the right-hand side, he's one of the channels I'm actually like related to in terms of however YouTube works or whatever. And we do cover similar areas of games, I guess, in some respect. He does sometimes a bit more kind of like of the wackier stuff. In theory, I try to do a lot of the smaller indie games, but that's not necessarily the case these days so much. Just because I'm now I'm not big, but I'm now slightly above small, which means I do get access to some of the bigger indie games early on and before they actually come out, which is most gratifying. Speaking of which, Frostpunk series starts tomorrow, or maybe Tuesday, depending. Haven't quite worked that one out yet. So that's all. That's actually now been built. That's all good. Oh, look! The victims' tiny room is all sorted out. We've still got some blood in the victims' room. We really need to sort that out. Who does the maintenance? Oh, I see. Because Chef is doing the. I know what we'll do. We'll put the maintenance above the mining. So Chef will do all the maintenance, all the blood clearing, and then we'll get on with the digging of the rocks. I think that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Hooray! Kyle says, Blitz is the wacky one. Perish the thought that I might be. You'll never find a more serious or dour channel. Yeah, I do some silly games and whatever, but there are specific games I was referring to, but I lost heart. It sounded like I was having a go, but it wasn't meant to. Nah, he's a good lad, is Blitz. Although he's got 1 billion followers now. I'm jealous. Well, gel. Right, here we go. So, Chef Aventhor is now cleaning the blood, which is good. You are going the long way round to do some building. And this will be our little factory. Let's officially designate this as the factory area. Again, it's so dark I can't see what I'm doing. But let's put that there. That's a basic thing. And then there's an advanced manufacturing workshop. We haven't actually got any stone at the moment. That's because we're not actually mining out anything other than like metal and stuff. All we need is just like regular stone, I think. So let's actually get going with that. So in normal games, or in previous games I should say, I've actually had to mine out a lot of rock anyway, just to actually, to make room for stuff. But in this one, we've had so much room here in this little desert that I haven't actually needed to do that. So let's mine out that much rock. And that should be plenty. And then we can build factory stuff. Well, Kiwi asks, what is the merchant? It's yet another food one. We haven't had any items at all recently, unless I've missed one, which is a pain in the dicks. Pigeon says, build a bloody wood storage already. I have fish. That's a gold. No, I haven't, have I? I was going to. Yeah, I guess I should really, because they're actually going bloody miles. I was going to build it there, wasn't I? Well, I'm actually going to, yeah, because I was meaning to do this all along, wasn't I? Put them up here. So, yes. Yes, your wish is my command, pigeons. It's not equipment, is it? Have I just placed something down? Hang on. I just need to double check something. It's material storage, that's right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot, but we'll need it. Oh, the stuff is going rotten here. God damn it. But what can you do? Food is starting to spoil. We still haven't built this bloody smoker because Evil Black Cat has done no research recently. Why is that? Evil Black Cat. Oh, shite. It's because building work has taken precedence. Not keen on that. Right, there. That should get Evil Black Cat researching again. I don't want you doing your building, because I think the important building work is now done. Now it's just all this nonsense up here. Kiwi says, sell the blood and meat, then build the smoker. Yes, actually, you're right. I think in episode 7 of the Let's Play, I discover the joys of selling stuff, because I think in that, I had 1,000,000 bits of evil wood, and then I discovered I could make hand over fish. Hand over fish? I could make money hand over fist by selling the evil wood, and I made shitloads of cash. And I'd completely forgotten you could do that, so that's a very good thing that you reminded me. Archive that. I can't remember, but I might be able to sell it to the food merchant. And what can I sell? The smoked blood I can probably sell. We've only got one. No, we've got 41 bones. That's fine. So I'll sell the smoked blood, as Kiwi suggests, and we'll get a bit of cash, and then build the smoker. Well, I can't build the smoker just yet because I need to do the research, but hopefully that should actually be being done now. Evil Black Cat, what are you doing? Are you taking stuff to storage? Alright. Store resources. Yeah, take you off that. Didn't realise that was the case. I was going to actually move this up here, wasn't I? Yeah, let's do that. Actually, it really doesn't matter, to be honest. Ignore that. Let's see the resources. Oh, okay. Lol for Mango wants to see the resources. Yeah, okay, hang on then. Let's pause this. The way the mouse works, you might get the map moving weirdly, but let me just... Oh, that's okay. No. Right, hang on. I'm going to move that... what I'll do is I'll move the camera to... It's a bit awkward. But now you'll be able to see all the resources, including the equipment that's just really fairly irrelevant, like healing potions and things. There. Now you can see that we've got 20 blood, 41 bones, and 61 or 60 brains. We've got 5 days of food up there. Right, there we go. Now we can unpause it and actually get on with stuff. Evil Black Cat says, I was too busy getting wood to do research. Dirty. Dirty! You are actually doing research right now, so that's good. We will finally get the bloody smoker. The actual bloody smoker. Nobody with any letters. My job schedule has gone all to bloody bollocks at the moment. Home office. It looks like... I mean, the trouble is with the home office job is, once you've got someone doing that, that's all they can really do. I'm going to put that at the top just to remind myself. So, Jim will always do kitchen stuff by priority, but that's only occasional. This is okay, actually, because Dejan will spend most of his time doing the home office stuff. Building and mining can be taken care of by other people, so that's not a problem. Let's just take that off there. We'll have to assign someone to factory work. It's when you get these like dedicated rooms up and running, that's when you might start to need like a 5th minion. But until then, I'm actually happy enough just to like run with 4, so we're not eating ourselves out of house and bloody home. Kokora says, can you get 9 more brains, please? Was that when there was 60 brains and you wanted it to be 69? And because we didn't actually have 69 brains at one point earlier. There was niceness all over the place. We haven't actually built the watchtower yet. Or have we? No, we haven't. I think it's just because that's last on the list. But I do think we should actually get that sorted next. Most people are asleep at the moment, so... Our Evil Black Cat is... Oh, you have to spend cash to do research, that's right. We have 5 research, we need to get to 10 so we can do the smoker. Hopefully we'll do that in time for the next victims to turn up. We have not had people writing your letters recently, but this will all work out. Justin says, yes, talking about the eyeball tree. Yes. I'm going to prioritise the building of that very soon. So we've got a food truck coming in. It's like bloody San Francisco all over again. There it is. Unfortunately, it's night time, so you've got this weird scuzzy effect on the screen. But I do actually like the art in this game. It is quite a lot. It's a lot of fun. Very kind of cartoony. But I just wish it wasn't so dark half the time. My hair is very weird, isn't it? Yeah. It'll do. We're not standing on ceremony here. I'm going through the second glass of wine a lot quicker. That doesn't bode well for my performance. Let's speed this bloody thing up. I realise it's going at 2 miles an hour. Right. Let's sell. Let's flog some blood. Because we do not have a minion who needs it. We've only got... You can only sell... hang on a second, I'm going completely mad here. I can only sell these things. Oh, it's not actually blood, it's a healing potion. Ah. Oh, that's annoying. I can't sell the blood to it then. I don't want to sell any of this. No, it's not worth it. Right. So we've got 4 days of food. I'm just trying to work out whether we should spend a little bit of cash on this. We've got 8 days of food pretty much for the skelly. 12, 24, 36. Let's buy about 30 brains. I really want to get some more victims in, but we've been very slow. I got the priorities all wrong. So now I've got up to 6 days again. I really do want to actually get some more victims in, but yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen very soon. Justin says, so do I. Like he likes the art as well. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Especially if it's the sort of thing where if you zoom in and you see all the details, it's actually really charming. But if you do zoom in, you can't see out. So it's you don't do it very often. Titan points out that the blood did actually spoil. Okay, so presumably that would have been an option if it was still there. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think a few people have actually pointed that out as well. Yeah, Justin says I shouldn't sell the healing potions. Yeah, don't worry about that. No way I was going to make such a small amount of money for the fact that when things like heroes do eventually get around to attacking, well, we'd need it in some way. Dude, that sentence was totally rogue. Look, evil black cat, you're on your side. You were horizontal when eating. How perfectly decadent. We are finally getting some actual regular stone in from our mining operations, which is very good to see. And hopefully we'll also be able to, in fact, when you finish doing that, I'm going to force you to mine out that and that, so we have actually got a little corridor. Because I'm fed up of you going all around the long way. Right, stay there! Oh, I don't think it's letting me, for whatever reason. Oh, hello. Right, sod it. He'll do what he needs to do. Cohen says, I'm really glad the storage isn't inside the corridor in this playthrough. Yeah, it took me ages, in the Let's Play series, it took me ages to get rid of that bloody storage corridor. It was only supposed to be a short-term thing, and then it turned out to be a longer-term thing, but it did get moved in the end. Into something over to it was the top left-hand side of the thing eventually. I've been a bit more loose with the storage in this one. Oh, finally, look! Our eye tree is actually being made. Eye tree is the new Apple product of evil. So, just like all the other ones, ha ha ha. I still haven't worked out what these bloody mushrooms do. You can eat. I think it's like emergency food, but I'm not quite sure how you prepare it. I don't think you do prepare it. I think you just eat it if absolutely everything else fails. But never actually bother doing that. Kyle suggests the storage corridor should be called Storidor. David Cruz says, great game. It is actually surprisingly... it is surprisingly good. I'm not quite sure what will happen when eventually it does properly get released on Steam. I'm not quite sure what the ratings will be like. Oh, dicks, we've got spiders. Okay. That's not too bad. Spiders aren't the worst thing in the world, but we haven't really got any weapons. We've just got our fists. Okay, so I'll let things happen, and then when the spiders actually do show their face, we'll rip it off. In somewhere. So let's keep things on a fairly down low, slow level. They'll probably turn up from the north. Dave Miss says, can you try to remember to fast forward? I do try. But the trouble with this game, it's really irritating, is whenever you pause it and unpause it, it puts it onto the slowest speed, which is bloody annoying. But also sometimes I just need to chat, so it's nice to keep it quite slow. Otherwise there's too much going on. Lol for Mango says, remember the first skill for the zombie is the green one, so that you transform a victim then sell him to the minion trader. Ooh, that's interesting. Didn't know you could do that. That probably is worth a lot of money. Interesting. Right, so at the moment I don't think anyone's got any... we cannot upgrade anything at the moment because nobody's really done much in the way of fighting. I'm just looking at this bar here. Everyone's really low down. The first upgrade will happen once that gets up to the top. But we'll actually have to kill quite a few victims first. We're not writing any letters. Our letter writing is a bit piss. Dejan should be doing it, but he's not. We've got the cash, and we've got the wood, so I'm not quite sure what's not being done here. On the upside, our eye tree has finally been built, so we can now see any victims that are in that cone of something in us. I'm not quite sure why you're carrying cash. I think this is why it's taking so long, because all the wood's down here. Yeah, I really should have built these storage things a bit earlier. I know what we'll do. No, we won't. Yeah. Unfortunately, now I've got the home office a long way away from the storage bins, which will be up here, which isn't ideal. So, Lava Mango says 750 quid at minimum, presumably for selling the zombies. That's actually a lot of cash. Oh, dicks! I forgot about the spiders. Alright, hang on. The spiders are in the house. Evil Black Cat is just fallen asleep during the exciting times. Right. Jim, you attack. Evil Black Cat, you don't have to get out of bed. Attack. Dejan, you attack as well. Where's Chef? You're literally doing nothing. Well, now you are. Don't get poisoned. Right, come on. Kill. Kill. Everyone's in on it. There we go. Twat it. Right. Fine. There might be more than one spider, of course. But can't see anything. Can't see any obvious nuisances. I think it might have just been a one spider attack. I think we got away with that. Phew. Evil Black Cat says, spiders? I suppose I can pounce on them. Good old cats. I wonder what would happen if a cat met a spider that was twice the size of it, though. Right, finally we've done our preservatives. So let's see what else we can research next. Fire hydrant is really early on, but you won't see a dog for a long time in this game. Decoration seems to be a good thing. This time, in this playthrough, I'm actually going to... Oh, yeah, I'm going to go for the healing pod. It's not necessarily the best thing to do, but in my Let's Play series, I think I should have done that a bit earlier, quite frankly, for reasons. Ah, finally we are writing letters. Have a bit of a finish of the wine. Oh. Good. Good wine. Good wine. We are actually starting to run out of wood to chop. No, we're not. We've got 847 at the moment. Who is actually chopping wood at the moment? Nobody. Kitchen, build. Don't really want to make anyone do any more chopping. We'll live with it for a while. We've got enough wood. Not for a huge amount of stuff. But we really want to get on with this workshop, factory type thing. It's getting very slowly. There's also blood everywhere. Maintenance. Chef will do that at some point. Chef had just gone to bed. Oh, god damn it, chef. You lazy sod. Lovecraft research suggests, hey, what would happen if your skeleton got arthritis in his legs and became useless? Then we'd throw him down a well. Frankly. Because we have no room for sentiment in the evil mansion of Rialto. This is Rialto's manse, by the way. It should be mansion, but shout out to Jack Vance. So yes, I think Black Cat is doing... it's a quite slow research thing, even though like I think Evil Black Cat has actually good research. I mean, she's got good research chops on her. So she should be doing that as fast as I think as possibly you can even get. Dave says, build the smoker. I actually forgot to do that, didn't I? I researched it and then forgot to make the damn thing. You are my backup guy, you are. Yeah, there we go. You don't actually need that many tables and chairs in this game. It's not like Oxygen Not Included where you need one per person. It's more like, I suppose it's more like RimWorld then, I guess. They just use what there is. I do wonder in Oxygen Not Included why they actually have to have one mess per person. Like have a signed mess table eating. I mean, who does that? Anyway. So, Home Office, we need more letters being written. Not going to happen. I think I'll let the stream run on a bit longer this week because there's a lot of people here, and I do feel like we need to achieve more goals in this. But I probably will need to actually get some more wine at some point. So this is actually looking reasonably nice at the moment. I don't think people are going to get scared too quickly when they do turn up. Our suspicion level is only at 3, which is fairly good. If you didn't already know, if victims escape, i.e. you don't manage to slaughter them in time, the suspicion level absolutely flies up. It goes up anyway with victims, but it's best to kill them all. And in real life too. Finally, the blood has been mopped up. C. Taran asks, when's the next key giveaway? No idea, sadly. And that's up to the developers. I don't know. What's going on here? Oh, you're just building floor. That's all very fine. Travis Dunlap has turned up. Hello. Lolfamango says, I think you need to store the wood closer now. Yeah, I think I do. I mean, I am actually building storage bins here, which all the wood will go to. The only problem with that, it'll be great for the factory stuff, but not so much for the home office, because we do need to get wood and coin for every time you write a letter. So I'm thinking about creating an additional bin here, just for wood. The home office is really... it's not very good shape, is it? Might be able to... I know what we'll do. I will put material storage there. And when that's built, if you can do this in this game, I can't remember, I will set it to just storing just wood. And then we'll always have a steady supply of wood for the letter writing, which will be rather lovely. Speed up. There we go. Yeah, this is taking forever because of the whole wood thing. I mean, look, they're spending so long doing the commute to Woodland. Right. Everything's ticking along reasonably nicely now. Our suspicion level is now fallen to 0. We've only killed 3 people, though. We really, really do need to get some letters sorted. We have... is that 3 or 5? I think it's 5. And we finally have our little corridor. That's all sorted. We are getting stone. We have spider poison and spider thread. Useful to guide spiritual energy. No idea what that's all about. That might be good for some weird furniture, but stuff that I probably haven't researched yet. So other furniture. Let's actually evil up the place. Just oh shit, we've actually got a hang on. Our new hipster vampire clientele likes their blood locally brewed. We will give you a good price if you can provide us with some good quality products quickly. Sell vampire goods to the bartender. 13 smoked blood for coin. Sadly, we don't have the blood, so we cannot do this. That's unfortunate. But once the smoker's up and running, we will actually be able to store some of that. We've only got one... This is annoying. We've only got one storage bin for food. I'd really like some more than that. But what I'm probably going to do is move the table and chairs somewhere else, and then we can fit in 2 more storage bins. Or actually, maybe 1. This kitchen isn't very well designed. It's a pain in the dick. Thanks for stopping by, Kiwi the kitten. Dave Miss says, in a workshop there is a storage bin that is 1 tile away from the wall and would look weird. 1 tile away from the storage bin. Actually, I'm not sure what happened there. Something's not gone right there, has it? I've put the material storage thing in the wrong place. I will fix that. I'm not sure what you're referring to, actually, but... Right. What was the other thing? Was it... No, actually, there's a storage bin. That's what tile is. Oh, that look weird. Oh, I'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. We better be fine. Otherwise, we're doomed. Right, everyone's going at top speed now. Oh, everyone's gone to sleep. Okay. Right, I'm going to refill my... I really should bring the bottle of wine in here, but just stay there. I'm going to slow things down just a bit. I'm also going to check my laundry is finished. Oh, the glamour! Yeah, sorry for these pauses, but I do need to make sure that I keep on lubricating my throat, otherwise my voice will just die. So I reckon we'll go for another half an hour. A bit longer than usual, but I think we've got a good thing going this week. Oh, just noticed that the amount of people in chat has actually increased by about 10 since I actually left the room. Apparently I'm more popular when I'm not here. Oh well. So we've got 4 days of food. Everything's fine there. So I think all those are nicely on centre now, so I think that's going to please people, hopefully. Let Happen says I should expand my kitchen to the left and make victims' corridor in the shape of an R. Yeah, that makes sense. That's actually a good suggestion. I think I'll do that. For some reason, I just like the idea of it going up. But I think we should be fine, because what I was hoping to do is have like a room here, and a room here, and maybe a room here, for them to explore and split up, and it'll be lush. But to be honest, at this rate, we're not going to get anywhere near large groups of victims or anything like that. 1, 2... In fact, no, cancel that. We'll actually put that there instead. It's going to take ages. I mean, they haven't got anywhere near doing this yet. We actually are starting to run slightly low on wood. That hasn't been chopped yet, but then there's nobody to do the chopping at the moment. Look at that awful, awful bloody storage bin. That is quite a pain in the arse, isn't it? Yes, Ice Spoon, I did say lubricating my throat. Because I'm a dirty bugger. Long for Mango suggests I should drink hot tea or lemon with ginger. Yeah. If I was sensible, I'd do that, yeah. But I'm not. I need to finish the wine. Otherwise it's just looking at me saying, drink me! Yeah, I think my voice is just a bit buggered, just with a combination of... I think I had a dentist hygiene appointment on Thursday where they had a really good go at it, but I think they did something which was like really aggravating my throat as well. And coupled with the fact that I've had to do a lot of recording this weekend, and also go and see a lot of people on Friday, Saturday night. It's all added up, and it's all got a bit croaky. So if you watch my upcoming Frostpunk series, you will notice there's a lot of graveliness in that, and also some of the other stuff I recorded this weekend as well. I'm gone. Everyone's suggesting things. Hang on. Kirkora says you should make a printer soon for the Home Office. It'd help with getting the victims here faster, allowing for more minions and stuff. I think that's more of like a medium-term goal. I don't want to do that straight away because there's so much stuff that I haven't quite got going yet. We are maintaining 12. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Long for Mango says is a trainer and who speaks for more than 5 hours a day, so you must obviously know you know your lemons, apparently. I'm putting words in your mouth, but I'm sure you know your lemons. John asks, have I watched any of the Ali G episodes? Not for about 20 years. Well, it was originally on the originally Ali G was on the 11 o'clock show on probably Channel 4. And then he started to do all those films and stuff, and I kind of lost interest. The 11 o'clock show was the birthing grounds to Ricky Gervais, which is a divisive character. The 11 o'clock show was actually quite good in times. Ian Lee and Daisy Donovan, I think it was. But that was probably about 17, 18 years ago now. Time goes by so quickly. Anyway, we should speed things up. Oh, bloody hell. That just exploded. So we have actually got loads of this, loads of stone and stuff like that at the moment. That's actually gold. It might actually not be a bad idea to actually mine that out. Because then we'll be able to afford lots of things. Hookers and gin. It looks like we actually have just done a delivery. So we will be getting some victims in very quickly. Because we're still very early on, I'm just going to use the basic full frontal attack and just tonk everyone all in one. I won't be able to split anyone up. Although I could let them go into these other rooms. But the trouble is I haven't actually got anywhere lit up properly yet. I need to actually start increasing the evilness of the whole area. Let's have a look. We need 40 bones for that. We don't have it. We do have gold nuggets in stone, so and this increases our prestige. That might not be a bad idea to have. So let's prestige up the place a little bit. What I'll probably do is put one in every bedroom. Then they'll feel good about themselves. Stupid bloody minions. We've got ourselves a research. We've got ourselves a healing pod. The trouble with a healing pod, I knew I shouldn't have done this so early, is that you need 50 steel plates to make it. And to make steel plates, you need a proper functioning workshop, which we don't have yet. And you also need a lot of time. So that was probably not the best research to do. I'm probably going to go for the decoration next. Although, blood. Let's go for the Broom of Doom so we can actually collect blood. Then we can sell stuff and everything will be groovy. Dave Miss says, make a minion build a damn storage bin. We probably should, shouldn't we? Everyone's going very slow. Let's see who's doing what at the moment. You're just fetching wood. Right. Well, no, actually you're doing coin. You're probably doing the letter writing. So, you... Storage bin. I may interrupt Evil Black Cat to do another storage bin as well. Yeah, there you go. You're getting gold. That's not actually the most useful thing at the moment. Believe it or not. I think the difference between 1,000 quid and like 1,200 quid isn't huge at the moment, so it's not a huge amount of problem. Weisty Dinka points out I should also build the smoker before the victims turn up. That's a good point because they're actually turning up very quickly. So I will actually... You're doing the storage bin. Who I haven't actually given a job to? What are you doing? Oh, it's Evil Black Cat again. So what are you doing? I think you. You can be the one to build the smoker. What does it require? It requires 100 metal. We have 210, so that's not a problem. And we should all be fine. Right, so we're building the smoker, we're building the storage bins. All is good. With any luck? Look at you! You're just ligging about the place. I'm wondering, there's a door there and a door there. Maybe worth me putting in another door kind of here-ish in the home office. Although that isn't really a huge issue. It's only when they occasionally go mining here when they'll actually need that, so I'm not going to bother. Oh god. Ketchup Fat, whatever your name is, cancel other stuff until storage has been built. It should be fine. I mean, I prioritised... I built the bollocksing floor. I think I actually have to build the bollocksing floor first. God damn it. Oh, that's a pain in the dick. Well, so long as someone's building the smoker, I'm happy enough. Evil Black Cat's gone to sleep. Can't say I blame her. Have you ever seen a skeleton asleep? You have now. Oh, flip. Okay, the victims are coming, and we're just about going to make the smoker in time, I think. So who's building that? Chef. Right. So we've got an hour until they turn up. Will you build this in time? I think we'll build it in time. All good. Do. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There. Right. Good. Right, let's stop all minions. Oh, So it's not going. The strategy here is going to be the usual bollocks strategy of just getting stuck in. There's no this time. There's no brain truck in the way, so we should be okay there. And we have got ourselves our little watchtower, so we will know exactly where the bloody hell they are. Well, we know they're going to turn up here. Speed things up just a little bit. And now we play the waiting game. Brackets drinking game. Oh! Right, slow down. Now I'm going to just have a little watch to see what they do. They're not scared. Good. So they're just... Oh, piss. Okay, now we're just going to have to tonk them. I haven't actually selected them. So as we build up the mansion, we'll be able to split them up, make a room up, well, like make rooms over here, and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully they'll one of your minions needs to sleep. Oh, who cares? We'll just sort out the attack first, just so we can actually let them split themselves up a bit. But for now, let's just like get the most basic score possible, and we're done. And someone's actually got fighting skills, which is nice. Right, who is it? It doesn't tell you. Hooray! It's you, actually. It sort of tells you up here, but it's not the ideal thing. That message really should tell you who it is. Anyway. Right, is this it? No, this is it. Turn your victim into an inferior zombie. So we will get that, as has been suggested by a few people. Hello to Sam Goodwin. Hello. Live MachiaVillain. We've got ourselves a merchant on the road. Merchant of Minion. We won't be able to afford that. Minions are expensive. Also, Evil Black Cat is once again horizontal eating. Not quite sure why that's the case, but it is. Right. So, kitchen-wise, Jim's going to be doing the chopping, but as usual, I think I will sort of add a little extra kitchen duty stuff, so we actually get some of these rotting bodies in to the kitchen area quicker. We do have ourselves a little smoker, so that can be used as well. I do actually need to put the bill on. Not the bill, the TV show. Which I'm sure you thought that. Right, I'm not sure what's the best thing to do. I think produce indefinitely is probably the way to do this. I can't remember how I set it up in the Let's Play, but... whatever. Right, so they should be all sorting that out. You're cleaning the stuff. You're taking the bodies to the thing. Bloodsuck says, what's the name of this game? It's MachiaVillain. Very strange spelling. It's like MachiaVillian. Oh, please yourself. It should be in the title of the video. Right, let's drink up. Someone needs to sleep. Who? Yeah, this should be him. It looks like it's Evil Black Cat. Evil Black Cat needs to kip. I'm sure you should be able to do this of your own volition. Evil Black Cat's a bit pissy, by the way, because -2 pissy, which isn't very much. No other minion of the same type in your team. That's because we've only got one skelly. That's why I chose 3 right at the start of the stream. That's why I chose 3 zombies. Just so that they wouldn't actually lose the no fellow. No, who cares? I've lost interest in explaining that. Right, so are you doing? Oh, yeah, you are doing the chopping. So we are hopefully going to be able to keep all this food that we've killed this time. Hopefully. There we go. We are taking that girl's head and we're going to chop it up. John asks, why are you called Randomise User? It's a boring old story. The channel started out as a retro channel for ZX Spectrum games. And it was a reference to some ZX Spectrum thing. So like some code. It's not really going into too much of the specifics there. But I quite like the name, chiefly because I guess it's I do a variety. It's a variety channel, so I do a variety of random games, I guess. So it kind of fits. Also, it's better than the original working title of the channel, which was Project 19, which is shit. And also, all the I actually remember when I was trying YouTube custom URLs and stuff like that. I discovered that youtube.com/project 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to something like 90 were all taken. Or something like that. I can't remember exactly remember. It was a shit name anyway, but... Anywho, I mean, in actual fact, the randomised user name I first applied to a series that I made, and before actually calling the channel that. The original randomised user, the series, was playing ZX Spectrum games from the 1980 at random. And it was a good series, but it was my first series, so it was insanely rough around the edges. Is the short answer to that. Evil Black Cat is conveniently explaining the whole MachiaVillain connection with this game. It's a bugger to keep on pronouncing MachiaVillain. Everyone's asleep. No, I'll allow it. Dave Miss says build the storage bin on the left side because it has the floor in it. You make a very good point because all these floors are... Yeah, okay. We shall do that in the morning because everyone's... Well, in the evening because technically this is the daytime. Yeah, that bin is now buildable. This workshop is taking forever. Kyle says, referring to that randomised user of the series thing, is that series still on YouTube somewhere? I'd like to see it. Yeah, it's on the channel. It's really, I suppose it'd be pretty hard to find. I'm sure the easiest way of doing it would be just search, go to the channel search thing and type in something like ZX Spectrum. I'm sure that'll find it. But that was before I actually got a decent mic and whatever. It was a series that I sort of resurrected, as the series Itch Please, which was like a year or so ago, where I actually played games from the indie distribution site itch.io or itch.io, where I did exactly the same, only with random games from that site, random free indie games, which felt like a good continuity thing, but it didn't really do very well, that series. The only ones that did do very well, ironically, were the Ludum Dare ones and stuff like that. These days, my Ludum Dare videos get a lot of them get 10,000, 20,000 views, which is annoyingly successful, which is hence why my channel is going to be very Ludum Dare over the next 10 days when the Game Jam has produced 7,000 new games for me to play. Not an exaggeration either. Just a case of me finding the good games. Anyway, you're eating a raw brain. Is that actually being sorted out? A lot of these things aren't being sorted out. We've got the kitchen people on the go. I think it's just simply because people have only just woken up, I guess. Carl says the oldest series that I've done that he's watched is a Super Terraria World one. I'm sure that was only 5 minutes ago. I've done an occasional bit of Terraria here and there. But it's I think when I thought, well, I played Terraria to death before I even started the channel. So it never really was a game that I was going to play that much on the channel. What's going on here? Evil Black Cat was just carrying, levitating a heart. I think it was just a little graphical bug thing. Here we go. We've been smoking some stuff. But we've got quite a bit of other meat that we need to... The thing is with the meat is we don't eat meat here in our little region of doom. So hopefully, if a food van turns up, this is a minion van, then we'll be able to flog the smoked meat or the regular meat. We've got 30 regular bloods as well. If a food van turns up, I'm going to be incredibly happy. Oh, hang on, Dave, what are you saying? After you build it, you should have a minion only ferry wood back for a bit. It'll pay off. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yes, I should actually do that, shouldn't I? It's just I've got about 5 things to do at the moment. What are you doing at the moment, Jim? You're doing smokehouse stuff. So you can do that. You, chef, you can do the storage bin. Right, get on with it. I seem to remember, I mean, I haven't actually had it in this playthrough or the Let's Play series, but I think in my test game there was lightning storms. Major lightning storms as a special event. It turns out that's actually not that regular event. I suppose Rimworld style, I guess. Right, so we've now got the wood. Storage bin. Well, I haven't got the storage bin. I'm actually going to set this to just... hang on, none, and then just wood. So this is just going to be a wood bin. And then, as Dave suggests, store resources. Well, chef is... let's put store thing just to there. Chef, I then thought, should therefore do wood storage carrying type stuff. There's the minion mobile. 4,000 quid a minion. Can't afford it. So we're not going to do it. So I think in this stream I just want to get the workshop up and running. I think that'll be it. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream it much more than like another 10-15 minutes because my voice is now starting to feel quite painful. But we will hopefully continue this on in a future stream, possibly next week, unless something like major game comes up. It'd be probably a good thing to actually carry on next week. So we're slowly doing research there. Everything is going so slowly at the moment. Well, I suppose I better speed it up then. Evil Black Cat would like some cheese. Lolfa Mango points out quite rightly that I should start thinking about chopping more trees down. So we do need to put people on. This is why I'd probably do actually need a 5th minion now, because we are starting to reach that stage. Evil Black Cat is doing research. What are we actually researching at the moment? I really should have done that healing pod. Well, whatever. I'm going to make it so we're not doing research at the moment. Now I'm going to put Evil Black Cat on chopping duty first and foremost. And also, this lot of wood over here. There we go. We are writing some more letters, so we may still get some more victims quite soon. Got a decent amount of gold in there, which is all rather lovely. Dave says I should get rid of the storage bin in the home office. That was for the wood, so we can actually write some letters, but I'm starting to think that is probably a bit pointless, so fair enough. Oh my god, pigeons is being pornographic. A bagel, which is a slice down the middle and is filled to the brim with mozzarella and grilled in an oven. Ooh, that'd be nice. Maybe a bit of tomato. Although, not really seasonal at the moment. Ah, look, we have a wood. Finally. Our plans are coming together. We've still got brains and shit just flapping about the place over here. Everyone's gone to bed. Right, so mindful that my voice is getting a bit fucked. Let's do one more day, and then we'll call it a stream. So, well, one more night in this case, I guess. Dave says I should chop the cheese in the top left-hand corner. Oh, piss, you're right. I didn't even notice those. You are the eye that never sleeps. Well done. Let's cancel all this garbage. There. To hell with your trees. Fuck trees. Let's stop this just here. What I might do, if anyone can ever be bothered to do this, I'm going to dig that bit of rock out just to hopefully save people a little bit of a walk. In fact, let's actually just do the whole thing. They'll be able to diagonalise across there, which is a handy feature of the game. Don't think you can do that in Rimworld. Ooh. Pigeon Suck hates potatoes, as I'm about to... Yeah. That actually got censored by YouTube, because the whole... Oh god, another message. Pigeon Suck is getting incredibly charged up by potatoes. Food porn. Kiwi says I should stop talking and turn off your cam, but play with no commentary. Good suggestion, but it is getting quite late, so I do need to actually rest. Oh, look, 69. So I'm afraid no dice. Hey, I have slightly rotten cadavers to sell. I'm sure that with some clever cutting you can still get a decent quality of food out of them, and they are unbeatably cheap for a limited time only. Get there while there are 5 slightly rotten cadavers. Is this worth it? 60 gold is not very much. Well, we've got a smoker up and running, so why not? So we'll basically drop some brains on the road. Okay, I'll take it. Because we have got both Jim and Dejan as chefaroos. Yeah, I'll allow that. Pigeons. Getting saucy. Less fuckage, mate. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll look at you sternly. Right, so we are actually eating some rotten brains. Good. Delicious brains. I think we are getting. We're getting okay now. It's that heart thing again. There's definitely a graphical glitch thing going on there. I'm sure of it. But hey ho. So the first of the using of the wood bin is happening. We've got 5 cadavers and oh god, there they all are. I can't click on this car. Yes, we will actually have to chop them up post haste, and we will have food for days. Then that is basically free food, sort of. It costs 60 quid, so long as we actually get to it in time, because they do rot very quickly, of course. 9 hours. We do have 2 chefs on the case, so it should be okay. Even if we do waste a little bit, it'll be fine. Dave Miss says, put all your minions to smoking and do it fast. Yeah, I think I might as well actually put Evil Black Cat on as yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay. We will have to finish soon because I am slowly dying of plague here. We are chopping the wood quite nicely. We haven't actually got any minions anytime soon, have we? So, all to the good. Just want to get some chopping done. What are you carrying? Oh, it's corpse. Okay. So we are getting done with all this stuff. So I think we are going to be okay. I think our food situation is going to be fairly sensible. It is Kyle. It is a very snazzy hearse, isn't it? What is it? The wacky racers. It reminded me a little bit of Wacky Racers. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a bit of an influence, although it's very old now. Right. As soon as they go to bed, we'll finish up and we'll. Where are you going? Oh, it's just this wood being chopped. That's all. But there seems to be corpses. You're carrying stuff from the heart of the trees. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But I'm sure it'll be fine. We are carrying most of the. Oh god, these are all getting rotten. Yeah, probably should have been a bit quicker about that. Is this about carrying? Maybe it's about resource carrying. Yeah, here's what we'll do. Evil Black Cat. Cut this dead paddy part. You're already on the case there. There. That should actually get things a bit. I don't mind wasting a bit of this. But it would be nice to actually make get as much as we can. Try and get up to like 5 or 6 days worth of food. Right, come on. Oh, I don't think I can actually force them to do that. Yeah, you are doing some smoking, you are doing some chopping. So I think we're okay. Stop the chopper. Stop the chopper. Stop the chopper. No, I think just for the I'm gonna have to stop now. I'm afraid. I am. My throat is hurting so much. It will be murder if I carry on. So I'll actually save. Let's actually save before I actually forget. Stream. There we go. Okay, so I better close up before I lose my voice entirely. Yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. This has been a really good stream. It's been nice and busy without being too mad. And we will, I think, yeah. I mean, this we probably, well, almost certainly will carry this up, carry this save on in next week's Sunday night stream. because I think everyone seems to give a shit about this game, which more can be said about some of the games I've played on this stream over the last year and a half, I think it's been. So I do still intend to switch over to switch to Twitch at some point, but that'll require a bit of fannying around, and when things are less busy in my own life, I'll be able to devote more time to working all that shit out. I vaguely know how Twitch works. I've streamed on Twitch before. And I've also already got about 100 followers or something stupid like that, despite never properly having streamed on there. Such is the awesome pulling power of this channel. Anyway, so very briefly, this is what's coming up on the channel in the next week or so. There's going to be Ludum Dare videos most days, which are Game Jam videos. They'll be on top of the regular videos, which at the moment is looking like... there's going to be Frostpunk. There's going to be a few episodes of that, which is the icy survival builder game. There'll be another MachiaVillain episode on probably Tuesday. Things will probably get switched around, so I'm not going to go for regular days. There'll be another Murderous Pursuits video. That game's been in open beta this weekend. I almost streamed it. And I recorded another episode of that yesterday, and I did incredibly well, and it's really worth a video. So that's going to come out probably midweek, or maybe later on in the week. Minecraft Feed the Bees, a bit delayed that, just because other stuff has priority, because nobody watches those bloody things. But that's going to be a good episode because Pete's involved, so it's going to be a 2-player Feed the Bees for the first time. The next episode of Starbound will be... Well, that's going to be a Sunday series, I think. The new Elemental Coriolanus, or whatever the hell that mod is called. And there'll be more stuff and nonsense and the usual business. Hopefully, maybe some of the one-off videos, but at the moment we're looking very series based, simply because there's a lot of games around that I want to do more than one video on. Right. So yeah, I'm just quickly checking the chat. Dave says make more MachiaVillain. Yeah, that's going to happen. Episode 7 will come out this week. That's going to be a fighting episode. It's quite fun. And yeah, that'll just carry on. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure at the moment where the end game is in MachiaVillain, but I'll continue as long as I either survive or if I die. I don't know. Dave's just asking what time do I regularly stream at. At the moment, it's just 7 PM UK time on a Sunday evening, so basically this time. In future, maybe looking at doing more stuff, but that will be once I move over to Twitch, which is no guarantees when that's actually going to be, because I need to fanny around and stuff like that, test out. It's going to be a big thing, that I think. I'll probably try to end up streaming twice a week there, but at the moment my focus is still very much on the normal Let's Play type videos. Right. Anything else? Just double check, go back. Thank you very much for everyone for stopping by. Lemon Apollo says your voice is really good for this stuff. Considering my voice is fucked at the moment, I think that's a compliment. Anyway, okay, yeah, this has been fun. I'm off. I'm going to go off and watch some stuff, chill out, and then go to bed. And that's it, really. Let's actually try and work out how to stop the damn thing. There we go. Okay. So yeah, just the regular stuff. Do check out, if you want to join the Discord, the link's in the description of the video. There's a Patreon if you want to help support the channel. Give me cash, which is very useful because then I can buy more games. I get some games for free, but not everything, and I can't afford to buy everything and all that. And also, you will. I mean, if you do support me on Patreon, there was a load of bonus videos. There's about 20 of them these days, like a bunch of Starbound videos, lots of weird one-off videos, behind-the-scenes stuff, and all that. Hopefully we'll be doing more of that sort of stuff. Also, I think every Patreon also gets behind-the-scenes posts, plus occasional previews of really cool videos that are coming up in a week or two's time, which is all very nice. So that's pretty much everything I can say. If you don't already subscribe, then what the hell are you doing here? Subscribe at once, otherwise I will wave my wine at you. And that's it. Thanks for stopping by, and see you next week. Bye for now.